SESportsnet.com live programming begins shortly. SESportsnet.com live programming begins shortly. SESportsnet.com live programming begins shortly. SESportsnet.com live programming begins shortly.
Hello? Good, I was just getting ready to call you.
SESportsnet.com live programming begins shortly. SESportsnet.com live programming begins shortly. SESportsnet.com live programming begins shortly. SESportsnet.com live programming begins shortly.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to SD Sportsnet coverage of Chambersburg Greyhound football. Tonight, the 1-0 Greyhounds travel to Chambersburg, and they are facing the 1-0 Trojans. Hello again, everyone. This is Rob Ebersole, along with J.D. Davidson and his brother Tim Davidson filling in tonight as cousin Scott. He's had a big start to the football season. Celebrated his 50th year on the radio last week, and this week celebrating his anniversary with his lovely bride Joan in Atlantic City. So I know those guys are having fun. So tonight, JD, week number 2, a 6A school in Chambersburg, a team that struggled last year, came back this year and started their season with a 20-0 win at home.
Yeah, they had a big win last week against Greencastle to start the season. Shippensburg currently winning streak against the Trojans, winning here 2 years ago, and then winning last year at home, 26-21. Maybe not as big a rivalry for Chambersburg as what Greencastle has become, but still it's a sort of a rivalry game where the school districts border one another. So look for a nice little war tonight, Scott or Rob.
Chambersburg, as I mentioned, won last week 20-0 against Greencastle. I talked to Coach Faust today about that game, and it was a tight game. And he said that there was a big turnover in the middle of the game that changed the tide, and Chambersburg was managed to come off the with a big win in week 1, and Shippensburg had their way with Dover last week, winning 42-6. And I think the best thing as far as statistics-wise is how Shippensburg was very, very even as far as rushing and passing yards.
Yeah, Shippensburg was very well balanced last week with the pass and run. Your first half, they had everything clicking. You know, they were picking up positive ground yards on the ground, set up second in manageable situations. And Carter Van Syke in his first start last week looked real good in the first half. Found Cody Gustafson 6 times, 3 of them for touchdown. In fact, 2 of his other catches went for first down, so he makes 6 catches last week, and 5 of them either go for a touchdown or first down. So that's pretty good. The offense, like I said, they were just in sync last week, and they rolled last week to the nice big win over Dover.
And one other player we have to mention, a couple on the Shippensburg offense. First is the junior Philip Torres, who came out of nowhere and rushed for 113 yards and 15 carries. And, of course, old reliable Cody Gustafson, the senior wide receiver with a big game, 6 receptions, 126 yards, and 3 TDs.
Yeah, what it boils down tonight is can Shippensburg improve a little bit more from last week? You know, Cody had 6 catches. Kane Freidinger had a touchdown reception and so forth. Adam Hauser with a couple catches out of the backfield. But can the Greyhounds find the other receiver to complement Cody Gustafson so so teams don't start keying on him and double teaming him? And Philip Torres last week, he came out of nowhere with a 100-yard rushing game. Shippensburg was probably looking for more of a balanced attack, maybe 80 yards out of both running backs, or actually all 3, because Noah Chavez got the start. But Philip Torres got the hot hand last week, and they kept going to him.
Well, and another thing Coach Faust mentioned this afternoon was the fact that he knows Adam Hauser is going to get going. I mean, he had decent numbers, 11 carries, 55 yards, but he's expecting more things out of him. Greyhound football on SC Sportsnet, powered by Kramer Insurance Agency, continues in a moment.
Since 1844, Shippensburg's hometown newspaper, the Shippensburg News Chronicle, has been making it their business to cover breaking news, features, local government, and sport. And now you can have your hometown news delivered to your door or to your computer for just pennies a day. Whether you prefer the traditional print, e-edition, or web edition, you will always be in touch with the community. To subscribe, go to shipnc.com and click on the edition that suits your lifestyle. Stay in touch with Shippensburg and the surrounding communities by subscribing today. shipnc.com, the Shippensburg News Chronicle, now at our new location, 240 West King Street.
Planning a special party, celebration, business meeting, or just getting together with your favorite people, Newt's Pub and Grill is the place. Newt's second floor offers a lounge area and banquet rooms. Select from their special banquet menu and buffet options. Newt staff looks forward to creating a great experience. Give Newt's Pub and Grill a call, 532-3876. Your next special event will be game-changing, being held at Newt's Pub and Grill.
Timmons Oil Incorporated of Orrstown has been proudly serving the local area for over 35 years with quality fuel oil, diesel fuel, and kerosene products at reasonable prices. The Timmons folks invite you to call now and arrange convenient fuel oil delivery for the upcoming heating season. Call Timmons Oil at 532-3740. That's 532-3740. Or stop in and say hello at 12901 Mountain Road in Orrstown. The Timmons family encourages all drivers to exercise extra caution on the roads now that the kids are back in school. Parents, remember to take the time to become involved in your children's school activities. And this fall and always, save a life. Please don't drink and drive. Remember, for extra convenient fuel oil delivery this winter, call Timmons Oil of Orrstown now at 532-3740. That's Timmons Oil at 532-3740. The Timmons family is proud to be part of our Cumberland and Franklin County communities. And go Greyhounds!
Back here at Chambersburg High School, beautiful stadium. I think it was the 3rd year here with the artificial turf and nice facilities as far as grandstands on both sides, and looking forward to this big game tonight early on in the season, Chambersburg and Shippensburg. Don't know a whole lot about the Trojans except what we talked to you about. Last year, a horrible year with only 1 win overall and 1-6 in the tough Commonwealth Division. New head coach in Mark Luther, And Luther is trying to, according to the articles, what I've been reading, trying to doing some hard work and getting the kids thinking positively and try to turn these things around. Offensively, they had a decent game last week against Greencastle, with led by the running back Clay Myers. Myers is a junior, 5'11", 195. He led the way with 16 carries, 134 yards, and 1 touchdown. And he also caught 3 passes for 39 yards. The quarterback is going to be Tyler Collier. He's only a sophomore, 6'6", 200. Last week he shared the quarterback job with Caden Hoover, who was the quarterback last year. Collier, as I mentioned, 10 attempts, and Caden Hoover 3. So their defense is supposed to be pretty good. We'll have to wait and see. In Shippensburg, I think, according to Coach Faust, they're just going to have to do what they did last week, playing good as far as running against the run and against the pass.
Yeah, Shippensburg's got to stay balanced. If Chambersburg can dictate things and make them one-dimensional, it could be a long night. And if you're a Chambersburg, if you're a Chambersburg fan, you have to be encouraged with last week's game against Greencastle. The defense came out and they posted a shutout. They didn't let Greencastle score. So, one way to win a football game is not let the opponent score, and they did that last week. And, you mentioned the 2 skill player starters, but we looked down across the list here. They got a 6'2", 270-pound offensive lineman, 5'11", 310 offense and defensive lineman. So they got some big boys up front. So, but Shippensburg's not small either. And what from Faust said in the paper the other day is it's going to be won and lost in the trenches tonight, and whoever does that's going to win the football game.
And he was very impressed, again, with the a play of his quarterback, Carter Van Syok, and as well as we were covering the game last week. And it just an unbelievable performance by the junior, and just think how well he's going to keep getting as far as he gets experience under center. And next week, another home game at Bermudian Springs, and then another big one at home in 2 weeks, Waynesboro. So schedule doesn't get any easier, but Shippensburg playing very well. And let's see if they continue tonight in Game 2 of the regular season. So we will be back for the opening kickoff after these timeouts.
Mickey Nye and the crew at H&H Chevrolet Cadillac of Shippensburg are proud to support Greyhound sports. Count on H&H for world-class cars and trucks, certified professional service with evening and weekend hours, an on-site collision center for expert body repairs and painting, all combined with H&H's reputation for honesty and fair deals that will keep you coming back. Go to hhchev.com for full details. Take exit 29 off I-81 to Shippensburg's hometown dealer, H&H Chevrolet Cadillac at 730 East King Street. And thank you.
Planning a special party, celebration, business meeting, or just getting together with your favorite people, Newt's Pub and Grill is the place. Newt's second floor offers a lounge area and banquet rooms. Select from their special banquet menu and buffet options. Newt's staff looks forward to creating a great experience. Give Newt's Pub and Grill a call, 532-3876. Your next special event will be game-changing, being held at Newt's Pub and Grill.
You have auto insurance because, let's face it, stuff happens. And then you feel punished with a rate hike after filing a claim? Erie Rate Lock changes all that. With Rate Lock from Erie Insurance, your low rate stays great until you change cars, drivers, or your address. Your Erie agent in Shippensburg is Carl Kramer Insurance. Get a quote at 717-530-8600.
Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. Insured must meet necessary underwriting guidelines. Premium may change if you make policy changes. Not all products are offered in all states. Patent pending.
Residential and commercial painting at its best. That simply is New Life Painting, a family-owned Shippensburg company that welcomes the opportunity to discuss your painting needs, one room, or your full house. For 15 years, New Life Painting has guaranteed neatness, efficiency, and quality at affordable prices. If you're thinking of freshening up your home for this fall and winter, give Keith and Whitey a call. New Life Painting, 423-5577 for a free estimate and color consultation. New Life Painting of Shippensburg, 423-5577. Newt's Pub and Grill, voted the #1 pub in Shippensburg, offers a full menu of homemade soups, award-winning burgers, wings, quality entrees, sandwiches, and Newt's famous chips. Lunch or dinner, you can relax with family and friends for an enjoyable and delectable experience. For your next special celebration or just a night out, Newt's Pub and Grill, West King Street in Shippensburg is the place to go. With spacious booths and plenty of HD TVs, outstanding menu which includes Wednesday wings and Thursday burgers. Try Newt's Pub and Grill after the game or anytime.
SC Sportsnet coverage of Greyhound football, powered by Kramer Insurance from the Robert T. Henry Pharmacy broadcast booth. For free home prescription delivery, call 532-5812. Rob Ebersol, J.D. Davidson with you tonight from Chambersburg High School, and the captains are out to meet at the 50-yard line. Cameron Tinner, Carter Van Syok, and Cody Gustafson are the captains for Shippensburg. Number 53, Kelton Chastelik, is one of the co-captains, and he is supposed to be a stud, JD, as far as a defensive player. 6'2", 270, a senior. And we'll see if we can get you the other captains. Number 5 is Sean Vessa. Number 33 is Clay Myers. And Chambersburg will receive the opening kickoff. And the other co-captain was Miles Braxton. So, Shippensburg will go on defense to start the game. Glad you're with us tonight here on SC Sportsnet.
Yeah, if you're with us, you're in your air conditioning home, probably enjoying a cold beverage. Here at the game, it's a little muggy. We're sweating like crazy tonight. There is a little breeze blowing, but it's blown across the field, but it's not much. You look at some of the flags blown, but some of the other ones are laying limp. The one thing is the sun has sort of disappeared behind some clouds, so the home team, they were basking in the sunshine there here at least a half an hour ago. Now they don't have to worry about it.
Steamy is the word I would use up here in this press box. So deep is Sean Vessa, and he's going to await the kickoff by Eddie Ocker. And we're underway here tonight from Chambersburg. Ocker, a low line drive, squibs past one of the defenders and picked up by Austin Kopp. Kopp goes around the left side, gets it up to the 30-yard line before he's brought down by Kane Freidinger. So Chambersburg will start off 1st and 10 from their 30.
Nice job by Kopp picking up that ball, try to get to the edge. Nice job by Freidinger to cut it off to keep it from being any bigger gain.
Collier, as I mentioned, a tall kid, 6'6", and he starts from the shotgun. Myers the lone setback, 4 wide receivers. And they look over to the sideline in Collier, and he gives it to Myers right up the middle. And Myers is tackled after about a 4-yard gain. Colby Tracy on the stop for the Greyhounds. Give them 3, 2nd down and 7 for the Trojans.
Chambersburg with a little bit of hurry-up offense here, a little spread offense. This time now they got 2 running backs in the backfield. Collier was in the shotgun the first time, and he lines up the shotgun again.
Backs are split. 2 wide receivers to the near side and 1 to the far side. And now Collier barking some last-minute instructions to his offensive line. And there's the snap. Collier looks left, throws left, and it's completed to Austin Kopp. And he is brought down close to the 40-yard line. And it is going to be 3rd down. And are they going to call it 1st down?
Wow.
Ooh. 1st and 10. Just the nose of the football touching on the 40-yard line. So Collier completes the pass, and it's 1st and 10 Trojans.
Yeah, nice little quick hook that time to get your quarterback off to a good start.
Jack Kunkelman, the other running back, and they'll give it to Myers up the middle again, and Myers spins forward for close to 5 yards before he's brought down by Cameron Tinner, and I'm sure, JD, we're going to be talking about Cameron Tinner a lot tonight. He had a great opening game, and he is obviously the juggernaut in that defense. He's the anchor, senior linebacker, and great ball player. 2nd and 5. Myers a lone setback. And Collier looks over to the sideline. Quick pass out to Spencer Seaman, and Seaman breaks into the secondary, into Shippensburg territory. Cameron Tinner knocks him down from behind. A quick pass to the near side to Seaman, and he gets it over to the 40-yard line of Shippensburg. Another first down for the Trojans.
Looked like there was a hold here on the outside on defensive back Cody Gustafson. His shirt was all wrapped up, but didn't get the call on that, and Rob.
Collier in the gun, and Collier runs left and cuts back up the middle. There's going to be a holding call. Collier's going to have the first down and more, but this ball is going to this is going to come back. Holding on the offense. Collier decided it was a clear running situation, and he put the ball down and got good gain on the play, but obviously helped by the holding, so that will be a 10-yard penalty on Chambersburg.
I don't know if that was the design play. There was only one running back in the backfield, and he sort of went left to begin with, Rob, and I think that's what caused the holding, because I think the play was designed to go right, and next thing you know, the guy sees his quarterback coming that direction, and he forgot to block his man and reached out and grabbed him.
So the ball marked back at the 46-yard line of Chambersburg. Collier, and in movement and a whistle, looks like Rodney Brannon moved. See if he was drawn offside or not. Brannon, the senior, and it's going to be an offside penalty against Shippensburg. So it'll be first down and 20 now for the Trojans. 9:19 remaining here in the opening quarter. This time Myers is in the slot to the far side, empty backfield, and Collier from the gun. First down and long. High snap, and Collier's being pressured. He tries to get away, and he does, inside the 50 to the 45-yard line. That was a nice scramble by Collier, finally brought down by Eddie Ocker. As Cameron Tinner looked like he was going to be able to bring him down, but a nice maneuver by Collier to get free, and it'll bring up a second down and 15 now.
Yeah, that snap sort of looked like a slow-pitch softball coming back to him. It had some arc on it, and Cameron Tinner sort of blew it up, but he was a little out of control where he could have threw him for a loss.
So Collier, as a lot of these college teams are doing, the high school teams are doing now too, going over to the sideline.
Delay
and a whistle, delay a game. As Collier's limping a little bit too at that last play. But what do you think about that, JD? I know all the major colleges use that now, that they take a second to look over to see if I don't know if they're changing the play. I guess sometimes they are. I think sometimes they are just to try to throw off the defense. Do you like that strategy?
I like that strategy in college and so forth, but we're high school football. Call the play, run the play that was called in the huddle.
So second down and 20 after the delay a game. Now Collier looks over again, and Cameron Tinner on the blitz. It's picked up well down the far sideline. Pass attempted for Austin Kopp, but it was a little too long. Good coverage back there by Kyle Brown and
Brandon Wheeler.
Brandon Wheeler. incomplete pass brings up 3rd down and long for the Trojans.
Yeah, it took a perfect pass to get that completed. Wheeler was with him step for step. Shippensburg's going to need a big 3rd down play, defensive stop here, force Chambersburg to punt and go on offense.
5 wide receivers for the Trojans, and a high snap again, and Collier's going to run it right up the middle. Collier gets to the 40, inside the 40, maybe short of the 1st down. Stopped by Ian King, who had a great game last week against Dover. So it'll be 4th down and 10.
This is the area of the field where you can see a fake. You're inside your opponent's 40. But I think Chambersburg might be inclined to go ahead and punt it here, see if they can pin Shippensburg deep, make them go the length of the football field.
Nazir Taylor Jr., he's the punter for the Trojans. 2 men deep, Adam Hauser. And a kick that hits at the 5-yard line, and that's a beautiful, beautiful punt as it goes out of bounds about the 3, and there's nothing Adam Hauser could have done in that situation. So as JD mentioned, see if they could punt it and pin Shippensburg back, and that's exactly what they did with 6:52 remaining in the opening quarter.
A nice 36-yard punt, get the roll out at the 3-yard line, maybe even the 2.
So 1st down and 10 for Shippensburg. Carter Van Syok. 3 wide receivers to the near side, and this is Torres, and Torres is stacked up. No gain at all. He might have actually lost a yard. And that is Miles Braxton on the stop. So they tried to run the ball 1st down, maybe a yard. Let's call it 2nd down and 9 from the 3. So Shippensburg has to be careful here.
Yeah, you got the goalpost shadow there. Shippensburg's trying to spread them out a little bit too.
Same formation. Van Syok is going to try to throw the ball deep in his end zone, and he gets it out to Clayton Stein for a short gain. Boy, Van Syok was being pressured, brought down by Spencer Seaman, and got the ball away, but only a game of a couple. 3rd down and 7 for the Greyhounds.
Well, that gets them a little bit of breathing room. Maybe they can pick up at least another 5 here and give them full advantage to be able to punt. But Chambersburg's defense is looking stout here the first 2 plays of the game so far.
Torres again the lone setback. Hauser to the near side, and 3 wide receivers including Cody Gustafson to the far side. And Van Syok, he's being pressured. Now he runs, and he's going to get the 1st down. I believe he's knocked out of bounds, but I believe that's going to be enough for the 1st down. Let's see. And yes, it is. That was a great play by Van Syok. He had to scramble to the left, couldn't find anybody open, and gets the 1st down.
Huge 1st down for the Greyhounds to get out of their own shadow of their own goal. And now they can start working it a little bit. Still in their deep in their own territory, but very big to get that first down.
So Hauser in the backfield now alongside with Torres, and Hauser's going to get the carry over the right side. He breaks outside 15, 16, 17-yard line before he's brought down by Austin Kopp. But a nice run by Adam Hauser after a 55-yard opening game against Dover. Gain of 4, 2nd down 6.
Yeah, Shippensburg was able to get the corner on that and pick up a nice 4-yard gain.
Same formation for the Greyhounds, and Van Syok, who takes his time, looks over the defense. He's back to pass, looking for the out pass to Cody Gustafson, and he gets it. 50, 40, cuts it upfield, 30, 20, and he's brought down from behind by Spencer Seaman, and that prevents a Shippensburg touchdown. But what a throw by Carter Van Syok down the near sideline. A great grab by Cody Gustafson, and Shippensburg's in business.
71-yard hookup on that pass pattern. Give the Greyhounds first down at the Chambersburg 12. I thought he was gone, Rob. I think his only mistake was made. He cut back to the middle of the field. I think if he had kept cutting back to the middle of the field, he would have scored, but he sort of straightened it out and then gave Seaman the angle to catch him from behind.
So the ball is marked on the Chambersburg 12-yard line. Hauser and Torres behind Van Syok, and some movement. And that is going to be an offside penalty against Chambersburg, I do believe. And that will mark the ball inside the 10 at the 7. And it's first down and 5 now for Shippensburg.
That was interesting. Shippensburg was down to 1 second when Chambersburg jumped offside.
Van Syok with a quarterback keeper right up the middle. Van Syok close to the 5-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. Brought down by Miles Braxton. Ball is marked.
Looks like the 3.
About the 3-yard line.
2nd and 1 there, Rob. With 4 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Shippensburg knocking on the end zone.
Hauser and Torres. Split again. And this is Torres. Torres tries to get outside. He's going to the far corner of the end zone, and he's going to score. What a run, a 3-yard run by Philip Torres. But the way he stiff-armed a would-be tackler for Chambersburg and cut it outside into the end zone, and it's 6-0 Greyhounds.
I'm not so sure that was the design of the play. I think if he was stuck it up inside, he would have definitely got the first down, probably wouldn't have scored. Chambersburg had a shot at him in the backfield and missed him, and then he was able to scamper into the far corner of the end zone to put the Greyhounds up 6-0 with 3:46 here to go in the first quarter.
Jackson Van Horn will attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. Wow. 3:46 remaining here in the opening quarter. It's 6-0 Shippensburg. We will be right back.
What is one of the best ways to give your staff a professional look? Dress them for success with customized outerwear, sweaters, sport and woven shirts, or tees sporting your business logo. CVR Uniforms will apply your professional logo or group logo to any of their products. CVR Uniforms offers excellent turnaround time and the highest quality work at competitive prices. 111 West King Street inside of Town Cleaners. Call CVR Uniforms today at 532-7622.
So Shippensburg starting deep in their territory. Marches 98 yards.
7 plays.
And kind of the mix extra point. Let's see if that comes back and haunts us later. But Jackson Van Horn was very reliable last week. But anyhow, great drive as Chambersburg took the opening kickoff and marched down the field pretty well. But the drive stalled because of some penalties. Shippensburg 98 yards, and they take the lead.
Eddie Ocker approaches it, kicks it off.
Austin Kopp, again, a short kick, and Myers breaks a tackle. Far sideline, Freidinger brings him down. But Chambersburg with decent field position and to mark at about the 31-yard line.
I seen there was a player for Shippensburg slow getting up there and had a 7 in it, but it wasn't Cameron Tinner. It was
like Nicholas Whites is coming off, or Welts, I'm sorry, is coming off the field. We're talking about chance of cramps and that sort of thing because of the humidity. Wentz seems like he's okay. So once again, Tyler Collier from the shotgun. Myers, the lone setback. Collier gives it to Myers. Myers over the right side looking for some blocking room. He cuts it upfield. First down and more into Shippensburg territory, and he's finally brought down at the 40-yard line by Adam Hauser and Brandon Wheeler.
And we do have a flag on the field. We can't see it, Rob, but the sticks haven't moved. It must be in front of the Shippensburg bench, and I thought for sure I seen a holding there.
Is it coming back?
They're coming, yep. Looks like about 7 yards, yeah, right there at the 36-yard lines where they threw the flag.
Well, that's where Myers cut up field about that point. That must obviously where the holding call occurred, but Shippensburg will get another break. Do it a big penalty against Chambersburg all the way back to the 25-yard line. That'd be first down and 15.
Colby Holtrue is the one I saw was getting held on that last play, Rob. And the officials caught it this time. Like I said, the first time they missed it, but they were on top of it that time.
So Collier, as always, under center for a second, and he comes back and
timeout Shippensburg.
Comes back and goes into the gun. So timeout with 3:10 remaining here in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
Tired of waiting hours, sometimes days for your prescriptions? Avoid the wait. Bring your prescription to Robert T. Henry Pharmacy, 54 East King Street in Shippensburg for super quick, friendly service at prices you won't believe. Robert T. Henry Pharmacy, the friendliest store in town since 1875, is waiting to serve your every prescription need and save you money. And by the way, Shippensburg in-town customers could take advantage of free prescription delivery. Robert T. Henry Pharmacy, 532-5812.
After the Shippensburg timeout, Chambersburg will have the ball first down and 15 from their 25-yard line. Collier with the four wide receiver set, three to the near side. And Collier ready for the snap, and he throws to the left. It is completed, then dropped. Dropped by number 16, Seth Browse. Incomplete pass. It'll be second down and 15.
Wheeler was crashing on him in a hurry, but I'm not so sure he would have been able to make the tackle if the receiver would have held on to the football. He just tried to make a move too quick. And talk about cramps, Cody Gustafson's on the sideline being stretched out right now, Rob.
Second down and long for the Trojans. Good second week matchup between the 1-0 Greyhounds and the 1-0 Trojans. Looks like they're changing the play here. And there's a snap and a throw to the near side. It is caught by Spencer Seaman. Get a short gain on that play. Tackled by Colby Holtree and Austin Kozer. So that'll bring up a third down. And let's call it 8.
Heard some fans yelling, and I think maybe the time expired on that. And the Trojans got away with it on that.
Need to get to the 40-yard line. Big third down here for the Shippensburg defense. Collier under center for a second, back in the gun, and here's a snap, far side, and it is dropped again. And that time it was Seth Browse. A couple of defenders over there for Shippensburg, Brandon Wheeler and Dylan Jumper. So 2 drops in a row by Chambersburg receivers. Fourth down and 10, and Shippensburg will get the ball back.
Yeah, he was real close to the first down sticks. I mean, you got to know where you're at on the field. That's a catchable ball. Make the catch first, and then do whatever you have to do afterwards. I mean, like I said, he was real close, so that would have been able to keep the drive going for Chambersburg, but unfortunately, and fortunately for Shippensburg, he dropped it.
So back to punt is Nazir, Taylor, Hauser, and Gustafson. A low snap. Taylor makes a nice kick. And Gustafson back at the 25-yard line. He makes the fair catch, and that's where Shippensburg will take over for their second offensive possession. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
41-yard punt there for Nazir. Taylor. So Shippensburg again has a better field position this time with 2:11 to go in the first quarter.
SC Sportsnet coverage of Greyhound football, powered by Kramer Insurance from the Robert T. Henry Pharmacy broadcast booth. 1st and 10 for Shippensburg. Hauser in motion. He's going to get the ball. Tries to get some blockers around the right end. 25, close to the 30-yard line before he is knocked out of bounds. But a good run on 1st down. That was Austin Kopp on the stop. But a gain of about 5, 2nd and 5 for Shippensburg.
There was a new wrinkle to the offense for Shippensburg. They lined up Torres behind the quarterback, double slot. They sent Hauser in motion, and the old jet sweep around the end. Nice 5-yard pickup. 2nd and 5. You like to have those manageable situations.
Gustafson, who was not in on the 1st down play, is split to the near side on 2nd down. In motion, this is Stein, and he's going to get the ball, looking for some running room, and he does not find any. That's Noah Chavez, excuse me. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Number 23, Justin Reichenbach, and Clay Myers on the stop. So I'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Greyhounds. We're under 2 minutes to go. And Kunkelman, one linebacker, is coming off the field, hobbling a little bit. So 3rd down for Shippensburg. Van Syok rolls right, has time now. He scrambles out of the pocket. He's being pressured, and he's going to go down inside the 15-yard line. He fought and fought and fought, but finally Griffin Leedy and Van Syok a little slow getting up. So it's a big loss on a 3rd down all the way back to the 15-yard line, and Shippensburg will have to punt it away.
He looks like he's favoring that ankle a little bit. That might have been the first time that Carter Van Syok shown a little lack of inexperience there. He started rolling to the right, maybe gave up on that too soon to come back to the left, and then there was nothing there. And instead of just stepping up and throwing the ball away, he tried to make something happen and took a big sack.
Eddie Alker, punt, short punt, hits at their own 40, and then goes right, hits the one of the defenders for Shippensburg right in the rear end. That was Dylan Jumper. And so that was a short pump, and it's going to give the Trojans good field position inside Shippensburg territory.
Yep, Chambersburg couldn't have made out any better at that exchange of punts. 26 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and they're in Greyhound territory.
So Kunkelman back in the game, even though he's still hobbling. Myers looking over to the sideline to see what play they're going to call. Now Collier, you better hurry up. Once again, taking a lot of time. Collier, Myers, and he tries to slip through some tacklers right up the middle. He'll get a couple of yards, but not many. And that should be the last play of the first quarter. See if they get another play off. Dylan Jumper with the tackle for Shippensburg, and that is going to be it. So we played one here from Chambersburg High School. It's Shippensburg 6, Trojans nothing. We'll be back for a second after these commercials.
Your complete quality satisfaction is unconditionally guaranteed. That's the backbone that New Life Painting of Shippensburg has built their business on since 1998. New Life Painting has been providing Central Pennsylvania residential and commercial painting at its best. Keith and Chris Carroll welcome the opportunity to discuss your next painting project with a free on-the-spot estimate, and your satisfaction is the center of their quality work. Give them a call at 423-5577, and you'll soon learn what satisfaction and guaranteed is all about.
Advantage Chem Dry has been locally owned and operated for over 20 years. We are your one-stop shop for all your flooring needs. Check out our virtual showroom at AdvantageFlooringPA.com. We carry the latest selection of hardwood, ceramic, carpet, vinyl, laminate, and LVT flooring. If you want all your carpet and flooring solutions in one convenient location, look no further. Our quality is guaranteed. Call me, Ashley, at Advantage Flooring, 532-9977 to set up a free in-home estimate.
Getting ready for quarter number 2 on SC Sportsnet. Rob Ebersol and J.D. Davidson with you tonight on a hot evening in early September. And starting quarter number 2, second down and 7 from the Shippensburg 38. Myers the lone setback. And Collier will throw and sets up the screen, flanker screen to the near side. And that's caught by Austin Kopp, and I believe he's going to get enough for the first down. Cameron Tinner on the stop, and that will move the chains. Quick out to Kopp, and he gets enough for the first down.
Yeah, nice little wide receiver screen there, and pick up the first down, and Chambersburg's in business.
First and 10 from the 29-yard line. Another long snap, and Collier will fake the handoff, and he's going to run it. Gets to the 25-yard line, maybe the 24. Let's see where they mark it before Colby Tracy brings him down from behind. That will be at the 25. Our line, it'll be second down and 5.
Nice draw by Tracy to string that out, and the jumper helped finish off the tackle there. But 4 yards on first down, not good, not good.
Two wide receivers to either side of the formation this time, including number 5, Jace Hopple. And this is Collier. He throws to the far side, and oh my goodness, caught by number 5, Sean Vessel, and then finally brought down, broke one tackle. The Shippensburg defense swarming, and that's going to be a loss on the play. It's going to be third down and long. JD, I missed who made that tackle.
Well, Colby Holtree was the first one to hit him. He's the one that lost the tackle, but he got up, got back into it, and him and Cameron Tinner finished that and off that time.
Thank you, sir. 10-11 until halftime. Third down and 12 for Chambersburg. Collier back to pass, has time, throws down the center of the field, and it's incomplete. That's a third pass that should have been caught by a receiver for Chambersburg. That time Sean Vesson, I believe that's his second drop throw. Fourth down and 12, and I believe Chambersburg will go for it here. A little too far for a field goal. So it's obviously a big play early on in the second quarter. And it looks like the Trojans will go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, Vesser found the soft spot in the zone, was wide open for the first down, but he let the ball go right through his arms.
So far, the offensive line for Chambersburg has done a great job in protecting the quarterback, giving him lots of time. Throws it to the near side, sets up the screen. This is Kopp, and Kopp is not going to get the first down. Great defense by the Greyhounds, and they'll take over on downs, led by Brandon Wheeler. And that will turn the ball over, and Shippensburg will have it back first down and 10.
Yeah, and they tried to run that wide receiver screen again, and Brandon Wheeler did a real good job of beating his man and, you know, cutting it back up inside and waited for help to come.
And there's going to be a timeout called. 9:45 in. We shall be right back.
What is one of the best ways to give your staff a professional look? Dress them for success with customized outerwear, sweaters, sport and woven shirts, or tees sporting your business logo. CVR Uniforms will apply your professional logo or group logo to any of their products. CVR Uniforms offers excellent turnaround time and the highest quality work at competitive prices. 111 West King Street inside of Town Cleaners. Call CVR Uniforms today at 532-7622.
I believe that was an official's timeout.
Yeah, I think the officials called a timeout there so both teams can get some extra liquids into them since it is a steamy.
Steamy is the word of the night.
Now Van Sock back in for the Greyhounds under center. That's a good sign.
1st and 10, and inside handoff goes nowhere. That was Damon Reed, and Coach Faust said Reed would get some carries tonight. He's a senior, 5'10", 170, and it might be a yard gain.
Yeah, Miles Braxton plugged up the hole there to keep that to just a 1-yard gain.
So we don't know a whole lot about Reed. But Coach Faust said he would compliment Torres in the backfield. A little more speed than Torres. So 2nd down and call it 9. Quick pass to Stein near side. Stein is going to get a couple of yards before he's gang tackled. Leading the way is Seth Browse for Chambersburg. Couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Greyhounds.
Rather see him just put that foot in the ground and try to run somebody over than dancing around and trying to slide back into the middle of the field. You know, put your head down, run over somebody, maybe and get 4 yards out of it.
So 3rd down and long for the Greyhounds, and they'll have the 3 wide receivers to the far side, and Reed the lone setback behind Van Syok. Quick pass to Hauser near side, and Hauser fights for some yardage, but he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down. Jarrett Sechrist on the stop for Chambersburg along with Seth Browse. So that'll bring up 4th down, and Eddie Ocker will have to punt it away for Shippensburg.
Now, see, Hauser did that. He stuck his head down, and he got 4 yards. You know, if Chambersburg would happen to jump off sides on this punt, the Greyhounds will get a 1st down.
Caleb Thompson back to receive the Eddie Ocker punt. And a whistle, and I believe a Shippensburg player might have jumped too early. Dylan Jumper, I believe.
I think Shippensburg, well, will they? Yep.
So that'll bring it back 5 more yards. And now they'll spot the ball at the 25, and Ocker is standing about his own 13-yard line. Ocker needs to get a good punt off here. High snap, has plenty of time. It's a nice punt. Calling for the fair catch is Thompson, but a good punt. And the Greyhounds get a break from the punter as they get it back to the 36-yard line where Chambersburg will take place. So Eddie Ocker comes through when he needs it. Still pretty good field position for Chambersburg.
Yeah, excellent hang time on that punt, forced the fair catch. And decent yardage, too. A nice 38-yard punt. He got it to turn over a little bit. And
38 yards?
38 yards, yep. 7:27 left to go here in the 1st half.
2 setbacks this time for Chambersburg. Kunkelman and Myers. Long look over in the sideline. If they're changing the play or not. But again, taking a long time to snap the ball. And this is Kunkelman over the left side. Kunkelman gets a couple of blocks and a nice gain on 1st down as he gets over the 40-yard line. Brought down by Dylan Jumper. Gain of 7-0 for Kunkelman. It'll be 2nd down and 3 from the 43.
Nice little sweep here to the near side of the field. Kunkelman with his 1st carry. Good positive yardage for the Trojans.
So the Trojans for the second and short. And here is Kunkelman again, a flag down. Short of the first down. That was Cameron Green on the carry, excuse me. But it's going to be a foul called against Chambersburg, another holding penalty, so that'll bring the ball back. I think the third holding penalty against Chambersburg here in the first half. The ball marked back to the 30-yard line. It'll be second down and about 16.
Actually, I think Chambersburg got hosed on that, and I think the penalty was about 2 yards further upfield, but the flag stopped at the 40, and that's where they marked it off from. I don't think Shippensburg had that deep a penetration.
So second and long for the Trojans. Collier once again, plenty of time, looks downfield, far side, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted by Cody Gustafson. Gustafson still on his feet, 40, 45, brought down short of midfield, tackled from behind by Austin Kopp. But J.D. Cody looked like he was the intended receiver as the ball was overthrown by Collier right into the hands of Cody Gustafson, and a great return in Shippensburg. First and 10 at their own 49.
Yeah, it looked like he was running the pass pattern. Collier actually led him perfectly. And then after he caught it, I thought, uh-oh, he might get tackled there. But then Adam Hauser and Colby Holtree, they threw two very nice blocks to Springing, so he got out close to midfield.
So first and 10, Shippensburg, great field position. 6:14 remaining here in the first half. 6-0 Greyhounds. Glad you're with us on SC Sportsnet, powered by Kramer Insurance. And a whistle and a delay of game, I believe.
Yep.
Against Shippensburg. So that will mark it back to the 44. And mistakes happen, but that's not, on first down, you think you'd have the play ready from the sideline and you'd be able to execute it, but that's a 5-yard penalty, and it's second down or first down and 15.
Well, the center was calling out the blocking on the first down play, and he was a little slow with that, and then waiting for the check from Van Sock, but he's got to read the play clock too and know what the time is.
So Van Zyok from the shotgun. There's a slant pass to Stein. Clayton Stein makes a nice catch inside the 35-yard line of Chambersburg. So Stein, a great grab, a nice run. It's first down at the 34. But from the gun that time, too. Yeah. Sorry, J.D.
We talked about it before the game. They needed to find a complementary receiver on the outside, and maybe we found it tonight. Stein with a nice big catch.
Shippensburg on the move, and Van Sock once again from the gun. He has to go out of the pocket, and the ball is thrown complete to Tyler McSherry, brought down by Nathan Reed, a short gain. We'll give him 3, second down and 7.
That was a very good job that time by Van Sock. He wanted to go to Cody, but he was double covered, pulled it down, and found his secondary receiver. Nothing wrong with getting 3 yards on first down, Rob.
Nope. Cody Gustafson to the far side. One big catch so far in this ball game. Backs are split. And Van Syok from the shotgun. And he was going to look for Cody Gustafson. And Gustafson, a little bit of an in route. And good pass by Van Syok, but Gustafson couldn't come down with it. Incomplete, and it'll be third down and 7.
No sooner did Cody get his head turned around, the ball was on top of him. And maybe wasn't quite expecting it, didn't have his hands up, and unfortunately went through him. Big third down here for Shippensburg. If they can get, half the yardage here, they might be able to go for it on fourth down.
So Carter Van Sock, the junior, under center, back to pass, and this is Cameron Tinner playing some offense, and Tinner with the catch and the first down at about the 20-yard line at Chambersburg. Tackled by Seth Browse, but Cameron Tinner, his first catch of the year, and he's going to stay in the ball game.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he lined up on that, but I think he was one of the inside receivers. He just went down, hooked up, and wide open, and a nice little pitch and catch.
1st and 10 from the Chambersburg 20-yard line. Torres and Hauser, the running backs. Van Syok to Torres. Torres breaks a tackle. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or two, before he's brought down by Kelton Chustalik. And they'll give him 1, 2nd down and 9. So Torres so far tonight unable to break free after the 100-yard effort last week against Dover. Make that no gain, 2nd down and 10 from the 20.
Well, you have a 100-yard gain, you sort of have a target on your back the following week, Rob. And Chambersburg's done a good job against him so far.
Pitch to Hauser. Hauser around the left side. I think he should have kept going. He might have gotten some more yards, but he stopped thinking about maybe cutting it back inside. So Hauser only gains about 2 yards. 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, he picked up an excellent block out there from Cameron Tinner. And if he kept it wide, I think he'd be in okay. But he dipped a little inside, let the linebacker get the angle on him, and thus only got a short 1-yard gain.
Hauser only a sophomore, but he needs to learn from that. He has the speed to cut it outside. 3:18 here in the 2nd left. And Van Syok, he's going to be flushed out of the pocket, throws downfield. It is caught by Cameron Tinner. Tinner with a great catch, falling to the ground, and another good throw by Carter Van Syok. Justin Reichenball on the coverage for the Trojans at Shippensburg in business. 1st down and goal from the 3-yard line.
Yeah, excellent pass by Carter Van Syok. Again, his first read was covered, and he went to his 2nd read, and Tinner was covered like a blanket on that, and it got in there somehow, and nice hands to hold on to that football.
1st and goal. Adam Hauser, and we have a whistle. Timeout, Shippensburg. 2:46 remaining in the 1st half. We'll be right back.
With more than 20 years of experience, Kathy Pugh and her customer service friendly staff are no strangers to making customers happy with great food and friendly hometown service. From specialty soups, salads, made-to-order sandwiches, baked goods, and gourmet coffees, Kathy's Deli has grown to one of the most popular caterers in our area. A great place for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Voted #1 deli and #1 for lunch. Kathy's Deli, West King Street, Shippensburg. Experience the difference.
So the Greyhounds with their 2nd time out of the 1st half. And it's 1st and goal from the 3. Shippensburg already up 6-0. Trying to add to that score.
Yeah, the Greyhounds were down to 4 seconds left on the play clock when they called timeout there. And I think we might have lost our statistician for a little bit. His son has made his first appearance in the game at left tackle.
And this is Hauser. Hauser straight up the gut. Going to be short of the touchdown, but a gain of a couple. That was Kelton Chastalik. And no huddle offense. Quarterback sneak by Van Syok, and
the official on the far side wasn't even ready when Shippensburg snapped the ball, so he couldn't tell if they were in or not.
Still no call. Touchdown.
No, that's the back official. He said,
okay.
It's got to come from one of the side guys.
And a timeout called by Chambersburg, as it looked like Shippensburg was going to run another quick play, but they get the timeout. So we'll be back. 2:09 remaining.
Since 1844, Shippensburg's hometown newspaper, the Shippensburg News Chronicle, has been making it their business to cover breaking news, features, local government, and sport. And now you can have your hometown news delivered to your door or to your computer for just pennies a day. Whether you prefer the traditional print, e-edition, or web edition, you will always be in touch with the community. To subscribe, go to shipnc.com and click on the edition that suits your lifestyle. Stay in touch with Shippensburg and the surrounding communities by subscribing today. shipnc.com, the Shippensburg News Chronicle, now at our new location, 240 West King Street.
So So the Trojans with their first time out of the first half. As I mentioned, 2:09 remaining here until halftime.
Yeah, unfortunately, that far official last time, he turned his back to the play to run out to his spot instead of backpedaling. I think Van Syok might have been in. He, again, this time,
Van
and they
Syok
get the call.
again, touchdown. Carter Van Syok with the 1-yard run, and Shippensburg increases their lead to 12-0. And they'll try to, let's see if they go for 2 here since they missed the first extra point. It doesn't look like it, though. So Van Syok with a 1-yard run. Where are they?
Oh, Van Syk's coming out of the game, so I think they're probably going to line up and give, looks like Eddie Ocker the little muddle huddle here to start off with to see if Chambersburg recognizes it.
And Cameron Tinner into the end zone. He took the direct snap from center, and the 2-point conversion is good, and that did catch Chambersburg.
Oh, we got a flag now down well after the score. Well, let's see what's being called.
That's from
on
the referee also. And it's something on Shippensburg. I didn't see the call. Boy, that was a late call. Let's see what the call is. I don't know. Delay of game?
Well, how could Shippensburg, they called it delay of game. I'm not sure how Shippensburg can get called for delay of game. So now they'll line up to kick it, Rob, and Jackson Van Horn in the kick.
Be from the 15-yard line. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 2:04 remaining until halftime. It's 13-0. Shippensburg. Will be right back.
Mickey Nye and the crew at H&H Chevrolet Cadillac of Shippensburg are proud to support Greyhound sports. Count on H&H for world-class cars and trucks, certified professional service with evening and weekend hours, an on-site collision center for expert body repairs and painting, all combined with H&H's reputation for honesty and fair deals that will keep you coming back. Go to hhchev.com for full details. Take exit 29 off I-81 to Shippensburg's hometown dealer, H&H Chevrolet Cadillac at 730 East King Street. And thank you.
13-0 Shippensburg. Awaiting the kickoff.
Nice 10-play, 51-yard drive there by the Greyhounds to put them up 13-0, 2:04 left. And that 2-point conversion, Rob, I think the officials threw the flag because they weren't ready. They were caught off guard, and maybe the Greyhounds snapped the ball before they blew it ready for a play. I don't know, but it's 2 calls down there at the end zone that Shippensburg's had the unfavorable call on so far today.
It's not the players' fault that the officials aren't. Can they just blow the whistle if they're not ready?
Yeah,
right? I don't know.
Yeah, Shippensburg huddled up that time. A lot of times after they score, they go that muddle huddle right away. Actually they huddled up and came out and broke like that. So
Eddie Ocker will kick it off. A squib kick, bounces in and then dropped by Myers, and he's going to go to the ground about the 27-yard line. So that ball bounced up, and Myers wasn't ready for it, and he drops it. So the Greyhounds, good coverage on the kick, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 29.
Oh, yeah, we are playing on turf tonight. You can get some of those weird bounces with these footballs off there and so forth. And, again, Chambersburg, a couple times tonight, receivers tried to run before they had the football, and that time looked like Myers maybe tried to run before he secured it and put it on the turf a couple times. Luckily, he was the only one there to be able to recover it.
So Collier with the 4 wide receivers. Myers in the backfield. Shippensburg has not been able to get much of a pass rush against Collier tonight. And as J.D. mentioned, luckily, the receivers has dropped enough. Here's the toss out to the near side of the field, completed by Spencer Seaman. Good gain on first down. Cameron Tinner there for Shippensburg, along with Colby Tracy. 8-yard gain, 2nd down 2. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
Shippensburg's only rushing 3 down linemen, so that's one reason why they haven't been able to get a whole lot of pressure on them.
High snap, Collier far side, and the ball is tipped and then caught by Austin Kopp. But that's going to go for no gain. And that was Colby Holtry over there at the far side. And this will be a third down now and short for the Trojans. And a timeout called by Chambersburg. 1:15 remaining. And we shall be right back.
Hey, insurance companies that want to spend a gazillion dollars on funny TV ads can go right ahead, as long as it's not my money paying for it. For seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance, I go to Erie Insurance, where a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products. But don't just take it from me. Talk to your local Erie agent.
Your Erie agent in Shippensburg is Carl Kramer Insurance. Get a quote at 717-530-8600.
SE Sportsnet coverage of Shippensburg football, powered by Kramer Insurance. The Robert T. Henry Pharmacy broadcast booth for free home prescription delivery. Call 532-5812. Third down and 2 for Chambersburg.
Probably a quarterback draw.
And it is a quarterback draw, and Collier is going to fight forward for the first down. Good call there, JD. And brought down by Rodney Brannon. 1:07 remaining. First and 10 from the 40. Both teams with one timeout remaining here in the first half. And a high snap again. Collier grabs it. Long downfield, and the ball is up in the air, tipped away nicely by Brandon Wheeler, intended for Spencer C. The ball hung up in the air a long time, and Wheeler knocks the ball away. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, Wheeler isn't the biggest player out there. He's listed at 5'7", 144 in the program, but he had 3 big pass breakups last week and another one tonight. He's done a real good job on the outside against the receivers the first 2 weeks of the season, Rob.
53 seconds remaining. Collier, empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. There's the snap. Collier has time. Looking downfield, the ball is caught by Sean Vessa, and he goes out of bounds. It's going to be enough for the first down inside Shippensburg territory. It'll be first and 10 Trojans at the 47-yard line. That play only took 7 seconds. And once again, 5 wide receivers.
Wouldn't mind seeing Shippensburg bringing a little extra pressure here, but it doesn't look like it, Rob.
3 down linemen, as JD mentioned. One player is showing blitz. Let's see if he comes, and he drops back. That was Tinner. Now here's the quarterback keeper by Collier, and Collier does the right thing. Goes out of bounds. He didn't get much yardage. Eddie Walker chases him out of bounds, but 42 seconds remaining. That's a gain of 2, second down and 8 for Chambersburg.
Sort of got to scratch your head on that call. You're down to 1 time out left. You got 40-plus yards to go, and get a small 2-yard gain out of that.
Collier, only a sophomore. And
snap
over the head. The snap over the head. He has it to 35. Throws it long downfield. The ball is a jump ball, incomplete, knocked away by a Shippensburg defender. That was intended for Austin Kopp. There was like 4 Shippensburg defenders back deep. Incomplete pass. It'll be third down and 8.
I think Cody Gustafson was in position to make the interception, and Adam Hauser from his safety spot did what he was supposed to. He came out and batted it, and it went off the guy's hands, incomplete.
So third and long.
But a nice job by Collier. Snap over his head. He didn't panic.
Yep.
Picked it up and then threw a long pass.
Been some high snaps, a good many of them here in the first half, but that one was way over his head, and that one almost went over. Collier, he hit as he throws, far sideline. It is incomplete. Cody Gustafson on the coverage, and Sean Vessa the intended receiver, so 4th down and 8 with 28 seconds remaining.
Like you said, Shippensburg, they finally got some pressure that time. Kyle Yost coming in from the left defensive end position got pressure, beat his man around the end and forced that hurried pass, and it was well out of bounds.
So in 4th down, they're going to punt the ball. At least they're lined up to punt the ball. Nazir, Taylor, Hauser, and Gustafson back deep. They're both standing at about their own 15-yard line. Taylor back at his own 40. And low snap. High, nice
Get away
punt.
from it. Get away from it.
Hauser lets it bounce, and it goes out of bounds about the 5-yard line, maybe the 6, with 20 seconds remaining. So Shippensburg will probably just kneel down once and take this 13-0 lead into the halftime locker room.
Maybe 2 kneel downs. Chambersburg's got 1 timeout left, but
that is true.
The last thing you really want to do in that situation was try to field the punt, fumble at Muffet, have Chambersburg recovered inside your own 15-yard line, give them a real short field.
So Van Syok will kneel down, and I don't think they're going to call the timeout. They're going to get the kids out of this heat, I think, or did they? Everybody's standing around. Now the clock starts. That's the end of the first half. Pretty good half by the Shippensburg Greyhounds. They put 13 points on the board and hold the Trojans scoreless. So it's halftime, and we'll be back to discuss the first half of this game after these timeouts.
Premier Events West Orange Street in Shippensburg is the place to go for excellent upscale food and service in the Shippensburg area. Premier Events is a premier banquet and special events facility that offers catering for all occasions in their beautiful chandelier-lit banquet room. All their delicious food is freshly prepared and can be served on or off-site at your chosen location. Call them today at 532-2279 to book your party and let your next event be a premier event.
Planning a special party, celebration, business meeting, or just getting together with your favorite people, Newt's Pub and Grill is the place. Newt's second floor offers a lounge area and banquet rooms. Select from their special banquet menu and buffet options. Newt staff looks forward to creating a great experience. Give Newt's Pub and Grill a call, 532-3876. Your next special event will be game-changing, being held at Newt's Pub and Grill.
Tired of waiting hours, sometimes days, for your prescriptions? Avoid the wait. Bring your prescription to Robert T. Henry Pharmacy, 54 East King Street in Shippensburg for super quick, friendly service at prices you won't believe. Robert T. Henry Pharmacy, the friendliest store in town since 1875, is waiting to serve your every prescription need and save you money. And by the way, Shippensburg in-town customers could take advantage of free prescription delivery. Robert T. Henry Pharmacy, 532-5812. Residential and commercial painting at its best. That simply is New Life Painting, a family-owned Shippensburg company that welcomes the opportunity to discuss your painting needs, one room, or your full house. For 15 years, New Life Painting has guaranteed neatness, efficiency, and quality at affordable prices. If you're thinking of freshening up your home for this fall and winter, give Keith and Whitey a call. New Life Painting, 423-5577 for a free estimate and color consultation. New Life Painting of Shippensburg, 423-5577.
13-0 Shippensburg at halftime. SD Sportsnet coverage powered by Kramer Insurance. Rob Ebersol, J.D. Davidson, and Tim Davidson this evening. J.D., a little sloppy at times, but they did the job. They did what they had to do. They kept Chambersburg off the scoreboard. They bent a little bit, but they didn't break, and enough offense to come up with a 13-0 lead.
Exactly, Rob. They bent. They didn't break. They let Chambersburg make their own mistakes, holding penalties once they got in real good field position. And it's hard for any high school football team to overcome penalties. But when you get holding penalties, those are the 10-yard varieties. Make it 1st and 20 or second and 17. that's just tough for any team to overcome. But Shippensburg's defense has done a pretty good job tonight. They've been helped, like I said, they've been helped out a couple times. Chambersburg with at least 3 drops, and even though that last series there he didn't drop the pass, he tipped it up in the air, made the catch, but Greyhounds defense rallied and stopped him right away for no gain. So Greyhound defense has done a real good job tonight. Offense has been a little sputtery from time to time, but a great opening drive, 98 yards for a touchdown. And then that last drive there to put them up 2 scores was just a very nice solid drive as well.
That's probably going to be the key to the whole game, is that drive, is they were deep in their own territory. And, boy, if they wouldn't have converted a couple of first downs and then the long throw, that could have been a change. It could have led to good field position early on for Chambersburg. But they scored, and they up 13-0 here at halftime. And I don't know. I think if I was talking to Coach Faust right now, he would probably say he's pretty happy. The running game, not spectacular, but I think maybe he's a little bit concerned and not enough pressure. Now, I know what you're saying defensively on the quarterback, and you're right about the fact that a lot of times they were only rushing 3 defenders. But for the most part, Collier had all the time in the world to throw the ball.
Yeah, he did. They went with a lot of short stuff, too, which is kind of tough to get pressure on the quarterback. Like, when you're only rushing 3, but they finally did there. They got Kyle Yost in there on that last play and so forth, and he beat the guy on the end. He's got a little bit more quickness than some of the other defensive linemen. Beat his guy, got in there, got the pressure, forced the early throw. But you got to be really proud of the Shippensburg defensive backs tonight. Wheeler, Holtree, Gustafson, Hauser, they've all come up with nice plays in the secondary to keep, Chambersburg out of the end zone.
So we'll be back to talk a little bit more about the first half. We'll go over the first half statistics and a scoring recap after these timeouts.
Kathy's Deli, West King Street in Shippensburg, is happy to cater almost event imaginable, from banquets to picnics, corporate events, or elegant wedding receptions. Kathy's Deli offers quality food and exceptional service. Catering all over the Cumberland Valley for all size groups, Kathy's experience and expertise, along with your ideas, will make for real crowd pleasers. Give Kathy or Donna a call at 477-8300 for individualized consultations. Kathy's Deli of Shippensburg. Experience the difference.
Mickey Nye and the crew at H&H Chevrolet Cadillac of Shippensburg are proud to support Greyhound sports. Count on H&H for world-class cars and trucks, certified professional service with evening and weekend hours, an on-site collision center for expert body repairs and painting, all combined with H&H's reputation for honesty and fair deals that will keep you coming back. Go to hhchev.com for full details. Take exit 29 off I-81 to Shippensburg's hometown dealer, H&H Chevrolet Cadillac at 730 East King Street. And thank you. Timmins Oil Incorporated of Orrstown has been proudly serving the local area for over 35 years with quality fuel oil, diesel. Timmins Oil Incorporated of Orrstown has been proudly serving the local area. To call now and arrange convenient fuel oil delivery for the upcoming heating season. Call Timmins Oil at 532-3740. That's 532-3740. Or stop in and say hello at 12901 Mountain Road in Orrstown. The Timmins family encourages all drivers to exercise extra caution on the roads now that the kids are back in school. Parents, remember to take the time to become involved in your children's school activities. And this fall and always, save a life. Please don't drink and drive. Remember, for extra convenient fuel oil delivery this winter, call Timmins Oil of Orrstown now at 532-3740. That's Timmins Oil at 532-3740. The Timmins family is proud to be part of our Cumberland and Franklin County communities. And go Greyhounds!
Game stats are sponsored by Chamberlain's Pest Control of Shippensburg. And JD, can you read your brother's writing okay?
I can read his writing better than I can read my own. Greyhounds in the first half, just 14 rushes for 14 yards, but they do got 2 rushing touchdowns. Adam Hauser, 4 for 11. Torres, 3 for 3 with 1 touchdown. Van Syok, 6 rushes, no yards, but he does have that 1 touchdown. A very efficient night in the air for Van Syok, 8 for 9 for 139 yards. Clayton Stein, 3 catches for 57. Cody Gustafson, 1 for 71. And Cameron Tinner, 2 for 26. So the Greyhounds were finding some complimentary receivers to go along with Gustafson. 153 yards of total offense and 5 first downs for the Greyhounds. On the other side of the football, Shippensburg's done a good job keeping the Chambersburg running game in check. In fact, they're keeping both the running game and passing game in check. Chambersburg, 10 rushes for 50 yards. Collier, a leading rusher, 5 for 27. Myers, just 4 for 16. Collier passing 9 for 16 with 1 interception for 58 yards. Seaman with 3 catches to 32 yards to lead the Trojans. They do have 108 yards of total offense. And they picked up 5 first downs as well in the first half. On the tackle side for Shippensburg, Cameron Tinner stuffing the sheet again. 5 tackles, 3 of them being solo. Holtree, 4 tackles, 2 solo. Jumper, 3 tackles, 3 solo. Ian King, 4 tackles, 3 assists to lead the Greyhound on the defensive side of the football.
Thank you, JD. Game Time Stats are sponsored by Chamberlain's Pest Control of Shippensburg. And we'll go over that scoring recap real quickly. 3:46 remaining in the first quarter. Torres with a 3-yard run, and Van Horn, the extra point was no good. It was a 98-yard scoring drive that JD mentioned. And then in the second quarter, with 2:09 remaining in the half, capping off a 10-play, 57-yard scoring drive. Van Syok on the quarterback keeper, and Van Horn on the kick. And SC Sportsnet Athlete of the Week is sponsored by Pizza Man, 20 North Seneca Street in Shippensburg. Pizza, wings, and classic dishes. Dine in, carry out, or call 530-1607 for delivery. This week's SC Sportsnet Pizza Man Athlete of the Week is Cody Gustafson. No surprise with that big game against Dover in week 1, 3 touchdown passes. So congratulations to Cody Gustafson for the first Athlete of the Week on SC Sportsnet. Next week poll will be posted next Thursday on SCSportsnet.com. You may vote until just before game time to nominate a Pizza Man Athlete of the Week. Just send us a tweet at SCSportsnet.com. Tune in next week at halftime for the Pizza Man SC Sportsnet Athlete of the Week. So I thought while we had a couple minutes here, JD, I just wanted to go down to the Commonwealth Division. Of course, that's what Chambersburg belongs to in the 6A, and they're predicted to be last in the Commonwealth. There's some good teams, obviously, led by Central Dauphin and Cumberland Valley. State College had a great year. They made the states also, and Carlisle Thundering Herd with a good offense back again. So Chambersburg, they have a tough way ahead of them, and that's an awful lot of talent to play against all year long. And but I think Chambersburg is going to be a little more competitive than what they were last year. They have some good ball players. I just don't know if they have enough good ball players to compete in that division.
That's true, Rob, and it's sort of sad. There was a point in time when Chambersburg, they owned that division. They owned that division when Fulmer was here as the head coach, and of course his boys were coming through school at the time. But they were forced to be reckoned with in that division. Now, they're on a downslide. They're trying to get back. You mentioned Carlisle. They had a big win with one of their backyard rivals last week in Mechanicsburg and so forth. But that was stepping down a class at least for Carlisle and so forth. But it'll be interesting to see what happens in that Commonwealth Division. Like you said, there's some good teams there, Central Dauphin, Cumberland Valley, and so forth. So, yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how that shapes out this year.
And, well, we might as well mention, and I did it at halftime last week, about playing an opponent that has a higher classification you do. And with Dover starting out last week with a 5A school and Chambersburg a 6A school, and that will definitely help if Shippensburg can hold on here to the victory in the second half. They'll get some extra bonus points for the seedings and the rankings for the Quad A playoffs. It doesn't come out until about week 5, but you got to beat your own opponents, your level opponents, and the ones below you. But it's always nice to beat a team that's classified higher.
And another thing that's going to help too is Chambersburg comes in 1-0. your opponent's winning percentage figures into that as well. So if Chambersburg can find a way to go 4-6, 5-5 on the year, I mean, they were 1-9 last year, so maybe they can get a couple more wins, get to 4-6. That helps Shippensburg put them up in the standing somewhere. Same thing with Dover. If Dover could find a way to get 4 wins, 5 wins, or something. Dover started off pretty good last year, then they sort of faltered at the end of the season. I think they lost, maybe 3 out of their last 4 ball games to finish 5-5. So, and they looked young last week against Shippensburg. So, it might be stretching it a little bit there, but hey, you beat the guys you play, and then you hope for them to go on a nice little winning streak themselves, and you get that winning percentage bonus to help your cause out. Because there's only 8 teams this year making the playoffs. Not like there was 16 before. I took a quick glance at it and looked at it. It's like, well, think of it as Shippensburg finished, 15th or whatever it was last year, and it's like, really, the same teams are in with on this side. Looks like about the same sort of mix, like maybe the bottom half of the 8. Maybe there's a couple teams. Bishop McDevitt,
of course,
they weren't the bottom half, but they were still in there. So it's like there's some wiggle room there, but not a whole lot.
No, and we talked about the Colonial Division last week, and on the way up, driving up here, we talked about it a little bit, and I asked you about who you thought were the toughest teams in the division, and you said the normal cast of characters, Northern and Greencastle, and Waynesboro. And Waynesboro has a pretty good squad, and they're a 5A school also. So that's going to be a tough Colonial Division matchup. Big Spring, our rivalry game. Little Brown Jug is the last game of the season. They're improved. Mifflin County, don't know anything about them. They're a 6A school that have transferred from the Commonwealth Division because they weren't competitive at all. Even though they have the enrollment, they're just not competitive, and they wanted to go down to a division where they could be more competitive. So a couple good teams, and we'll have to see how this plays out. West Perry also, and James Buchanan. And James Buchanan is the opponent next week at home, and that will be on SD Sportsnet.
Correction. Bermudian Springs next week.
No, I'm sorry, Bermudian Springs. Then
I think it's Waynesboro.
Is it? Okay. Well,
then I think we go to James Buchanan.
All right. Let me hold on here.
I think they're our first game in the division.
Bermudian Springs, Waynesboro. Yeah, home against Bermudian Springs and Waynesboro, then at James Buchanan. I apologize. Then they finish out the season at home against Mifflin County, at Greencastle, at Northern New York, and that's always a fun trip. And then West Perry, and then at Big Spring. So Shippensburg is back out on the field. The Trojans are still cooling off, and now they're coming out, and the referee has stopped the game clock at 3 minutes, but I'm assuming he will start that back up, and we'll be ready for second half football. Remember that SC Sportsnet coverage of Greyhound football powered by Kramer Insurance, and broadcasting tonight from the Robert T. Henry Pharmacy broadcast booth. For free home prescription delivery, call 532-5812. We'll be right back.
Since 1844, Shippensburg's hometown newspaper, the Shippensburg News Chronicle, has been making it their business to cover breaking news, features, local government, and sport. And now you can have your hometown news delivered to your door or to your computer for just pennies a day. Whether you prefer the traditional print, e-edition, or web edition, you will always be in touch with the community. To subscribe, go to shipnc.com and click on the edition that suits your lifestyle. Stay in touch with Shippensburg and the surrounding communities by subscribing today. shipnc.com, the Shippensburg News Chronicle, now at our new location, 240 West King Street. What is one of the best ways to give your staff a professional look? Dress them for success with customized outerwear, sweaters, sport and woven shirts, or tees sporting your business logo. CVR Uniforms will apply your professional logo or group logo to any of their products. CVR Uniforms offers excellent turnaround time and the highest quality work at competitive prices. 111 West King Street inside of Town Cleaners. Call CVR Uniforms today at 532-7622. Premier Events West Orange Street in Shippensburg is the place to go for excellent upscale food and service in the Shippensburg area. Premier Events is a premier banquet and special events facility that offers catering for all occasions in their beautiful chandelier-lit banquet room. All their delicious food is freshly prepared and can be served on or off-site at your chosen location. Call them today at 532-2279 to book your party and let your next event be a premier event.
On the way here momentarily for the third quarter start, and I just want to give a shout out to cousin Mark, who babysat me this afternoon while I was hooking this equipment up. We have a new format, and thanks, Mark, for hanging in there with us until we got it all up and running. So, JD, I think we'll see more of the same from both teams the second half. Shippensburg only scoring 13 points, but when you only give up 0, that's enough.
Yeah. Both teams will need to make a few second half adjustments. Shippensburg, they'll want to look to try to get their running game going and so forth. And, if I was Chambersburg, I'd look to get my running game going. You had Myers rush for 130-some yards last week, and, he's been held in check tonight. I would, think maybe going more to the running game, but, they like that spread offense, and they like to run one play, pass the next, but Chambersburg's also going to cut down on those penalties. They can do that. They've had a few things going. So we'll see what happens here. Shippensburg starts with the football to start the second half, and it'd be really nice and go a long way to determine the outcome of the game. Shippensburg can put together another scoring drive to start the second half. That is correct. And let's talk a little bit about Ethan Davidson. When we have a minute, we didn't have a chance. Been battling a high ankle sprain, and Coach Faust was very excited to talk about him today as far as how much they miss him on the offensive line, and hoping to get him back, be more productive as whenever that ankle sprain keeps getting better. Well, that left side of the line, you got 3 seniors over there from the center, guard, and tackle. So, it makes a nice formidable line. We got 3 quality seniors in there on the starting side of the football. Okay, we're ready to go. Taylor will kick it off. Nice kick. Adam Hauser will grab it at the 5, looking for some running room. 20, tries to kick it outside, 25-yard line. Not a bad return from Adam Hauser, but once again he hesitated, or he might have been able to get a couple more yards. Brought down by Seth Browse. So the Greyhounds will start 1st and 10 at about the 26-yard line. Carter Van Syok, first game and a half, has been outstanding for Coach Faust and the staff. His very steady presence behind center and running the offense very well, throwing the ball really good. Let's see what he can do here in the second half. Backs are split behind Van Syok. Inside handoff, and that's going to be maybe a gain of 1. Torres with the carry. Yeah, they gave that jet sweep action, a fake it to Chavez, and gave it to Torres right up the middle. But once again, Chambersburg not budging an inch on that on the inside there. They'll give him a yard, 2nd down and 9. Torres this time the lone setback. Hauser to the near side and 3 wide receivers to the far side. Van Syok throws to the left side. Here's a screen to Gustafson. Gustafson tries to pick up a blocker or two. Doesn't get up over the 30 to about the 31, and a timeout is called. Late flag over there. We might have a face masking penalty here, Rob. Griffin Leedy with the stop for the Trojans. And it looks like it is going to be a face mask. No official signal yet. Yes, it is. And that will be a 5-yard penalty. It'd be 2nd down and very short. Ball marked up over the 35-yard line. So there's another costly penalty for Chambersburg. 2nd and 1 for Shippensburg. Chance to convert here. And quarterback keeper and Van Syok had enough for the first down, I believe, and then he's knocked back.
but that will be a first down. Stopped by the big guy, Kelton Chastelic, 6'2", 270. Haven't called his name a lot, but got a lot of preseason attention from the coaches in the Colonial Division. Had a good year last year. But 1st and 10, Greyhounds. Ball marked at the 37-yard line.
Always nice to come out and get that first down of either half. That makes your offense run a little smoother.
Hauser to the far side this time, and this is Van Syok. Throws it quickly out to Cody Gustafson. That's going to be a short gain, maybe to the 40-yard line. Let's see where they mark the ball. Jack Kunkelman on the stop. Marked at the 39-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, a little quick hitch pass there to Gustafson. Unfortunately, Kunkelman was right there to make the hit pretty much right after he made the catch on that play. Nice defensive play for Chambersburg.
Yes, it was. Van Syok from the shotgun here on 2nd down and long, and Torres standing right beside him. Back to pass. Van Syok has time, throws to the far side. This is Cody Gustafson, tries to stay on his feet, dives forward. About the 43-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 4 for the Greyhounds.
Almost spun out of that tackle out there. I'm not sure who the defensive back was, far side of the field, that actually got enough of Cody to keep that to a short gain.
So 3rd down and 4 from the 42-yard line. Hauser again split to the far side. Van Syok from the gun. Back to pass on 3rd down. Here comes Chambersburg. He throws down the field for Hauser. Just overthrows Adam Hauser. Austin Kopp with some good defensive coverage for Chambersburg. Incomplete pass, and Shippensburg will have to punt it away. So Van Syok showed off that strong arm of his, but just over the outstretched hands of Adam Hauser.
Yeah, good coverage by Chambersburg. He was with him stride for stride, but Hauser did a nice job trying to make an adjustment on that. Just came up a little short.
Reichenball and Caleb Thompson back deep for the Ocker punt. Nice punt again. Hits it to 25 and takes a Shippensburg bounce inside the 10. It keeps rolling, and can we get to it before it gets to the end zone? And no. They're going to call it a touchback. And I don't know if they'd have let that go, if it was stopped or not. But Dylan Jumper tried to down it before it went into the end zone. But it is a touchback, and the Greyhounds had a chance maybe, but Chambersburg will have it 1st and 10 at the 20.
Yeah, 58-yard punt and roll that time by Ocker. That thing rolled probably, about 25 yards, but still, it was a very good punt, good hang time, good distance, and it was away from the return guy.
It's close to downing it before it went out over the end line. So first offensive possession of the second half for Chambersburg, and Tyler Collier. And he hands the ball off to Myers. Myers breaks free, 30. Man falls down for Shippensburg, and he's close to midfield. A nice run by Myers, about 25 yards on the 30-yard run. So a nice run, as JD mentioned at halftime, that Myers had not done much after the big game last week against Greencastle, and he gets the ball to midfield.
See if Chambersburg stays with the running game or if they decide to go up top here.
2 running backs alongside Collier and 3 wide receivers. Collier, and this is Myers again. Myers stood up and he breaks away, and he's still on his feet, and he falls forward for about a 5-yard gain. What a run by Clay Myers. And boy, he was knocked down a couple of times. Eddie Ocker finally brings him down, a gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Unfortunately, the first guy to hit him didn't wrap him up and just sort of moved him backwards. He kept his feet gone, spun out of it, and got a nice 5-yard gain out of it.
Wow, that was a great run by the junior, Clay Myers. Second down, Collier. He'll hand the ball off to Cameron Green. And Green is brought down.
Almost immediately by Cameron Tinner. Tinner from his linebacker spot slipped the gap, got in the backfield and made the tackle. That's what they need out of their leading tackler.
Green, first carry, I believe. He's a senior. I was looking down to see who it was, and he was tackled before I could look back up. So 3rd down and 5. And here comes some pressure. Cameron Tinner on the blitz. Collier goes outside and looks for the man downfield. Incomplete pass. A nice throw on the run by Collier, intended for Caden Hoover. Incomplete pass. I believe that was Brandon Wheeler back on the coverage. It'll be 4th down, and Chambersburg will have to punt it away.
I'm actually surprised at Chambersburg's punting here. They got decent field position. Only need 5 yards for the first down. I know if you don't make it, give Shippensburg excellent field position.
Now you're down 13, halfway through the 3rd quarter. Are they going to run down on 4th down? We talked about this earlier. Taylor, he'll punt it away. High, short punt. Ball hits at the 20 and then takes a sidewards bounce, knocks out of bounds about the 23-yard line. That's where Shippensburg will take over, and not the best of punts. I know what Taylor was trying to do, hit it high up in the air and get a good bounce, but it did not get a good bounce, and Shippensburg dodges a little bit of a bullet there as far as where they're going to start.
Yeah, unlike his first punt of the ball game when it rolled out on the 2-yard line, he was trying to do the same thing that time, but not quite the distance that time.
So Shippensburg 1st and 10 from their 23-yard line, looking to add to the 13-0 lead. Hauser and Torres in the backfield. And this is Torres. Torres breaks into the secondary. Torres 40, close to the 43-yard line, tripped up by Spencer Seaman, but Torres finally breaks a tackle into the secondary and a great run. 1st down at the 43-yard line.
Just a quick hitter, dive up the middle, and Torres no wasted, juke move left to right, just kept running straight ahead.
Van Syok under center, 1st and 10. Big run by Torres. And this is Torres again, and Torres fights forward for a good gain, close to midfield, before he is finally brought down by Miles Braxton. Gain of, call it 6, 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, once again, Rob, that just quick dive right up the middle, and Shippensburg's quickness is beating the big men up front right now for Chambersburg on this possession.
Stein to the near side, and Cody Gustafson to the far side. And there's a pitch, and this is Adam Hauser. He tries to get outside. Hauser will have the 1st down and more into Trojan territory at about the 45-yard line. And that time Hauser did what he should have done a couple other times. He kicked it outside, stayed outside, and he gets the 1st down.
And give Cody Gustafson all the credit on that. He got a nice crackback block on the blitzing linebacker that gave Hauser the corner to be able to pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 from the Chambersburg 45-yard line. Van Syok taking his time under center. And some movement by Chambersburg, no penalty flag. Now Hauser carries it this way, and Hauser, penalty flag comes down, probably going to be a hold. Ball comes loose. Hauser will get a couple yards, but I believe that's going to come back. Probably holding against Shippensburg.
Actually, Rob, I don't think the ball came loose. I think Hauser was still loose. I don't think they actually got him tackled to the ground on that. Yeah, but it is holding against Shippensburg. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Now we'll see if Shippensburg can do something overcoming the penalty.
Back to the 45-yard line of Shippensburg. It'll be 1st down and 20. So back-to-back runs by Hauser. And he remains in a game split with Torres behind Carter Van Syok. And this is a fake to Torres. Downfield intended for Cody Gustafson. The ball is overthrown, and Spencer Seaman back on the coverage. And he actually had a better chance of catching the ball than Cody Gustafson, but it falls incomplete. It's second down and 20.
Chambersburg got some pressure that time on Carter Van Syok. It's one of the few times we've seen that happen. And I believe it was Tyson Williams who got the pressure in there, and Carter threw it a little early and long, and the only one back there was the Chambersburg defensive back, and it went right through his hands.
Second down and 20s. Clock stopped, 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Again, Van Syok has to hurry. And he does beat the time clock, and he hands it off on the delay to Torres. He gets into Chambersburg territory at the 49-yard line. That'll bring up a third down and about 14 for the Greyhounds.
Mason DeShong making the tackle, caught Torres from behind to keep that to a minimal gain, but gets the clock running again. It makes it 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 14 instead of 3rd and 20.
So Torres, the lone setback. Van Syok from the gun on 3rd and long. Back to pass. Pressure from a numerous Chambersburg Trojans led by Mason DeShong. And that is a sack, a loss of yardage as Van Syok could find nobody open and really didn't have a whole lot of time to find anybody open.
He didn't. I looked downfield, and I normally don't do that, Rob, but I looked downfield, and Shippensburg, either they were slow getting out in their routes because a couple of guys were only like 3 yards off the line of scrimmage, but nobody was open.
Caleb Thompson standing back at his own 20. Low snap, end over end kick, and Thompson takes it on the run, and he gets it up over to the 30-yard line before he's knocked down by Ian King. So Ocker with a short punt. Only a couple-yard return, and Chambersburg will have it 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. No scoring here so far in the third quarter. Down to 3:31 remaining in the third.
Yeah, just a 30-yard punt that time for Ocker, an 8-yard return for the Trojans.
Collier from the gun, as he has done exclusively tonight, and fakes the handoff and throws it to the near side. That was Kopp, the receiver, but brought down immediately by Brandon Wheelers. Kopp didn't even have time to turn around and run. It's going to be a loss, or a gain, I'm sorry, of about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
I think that was a bad spot again for Chambersburg. I thought for sure he was at least 2 yards across that before he got hit.
Ball on the 35. Tinner shows blitz, and he backs off. Collier hands the ball off, and this is Green, and Green falls forward for a couple of yards, and that was Eddie Ocker on the stop for the Greyhounds. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 for Chambersburg. Ball marked in between the 32 and 33-yard line.
Another big 3rd down in the ball game. Chambersburg's got a short and manageable one. See if Shippensburg can get off the field on the defensive side.
Shippensburg showing some blitz. See if Tinner comes this time. Collier fakes the handoff, rolls right. He's being pressured, throws it right. Wide open is Sean Vessel, and Vessel's still on his feet. He might go. 20, 10, knocked down from behind by Cody Gustafson. But what a run, or catch and run by Sean Vesa, and Chambersburg in business inside the Shippensburg 10-yard line.
Yeah, excellent block by Seaman to spring him after the catch. But give Gustafson credit, he was the one blocked on the play. He turned around, got back in the play, and drug him down inside the 5-yard line. It looks like about the 4.
A new quarterback in. This is Caden Hoover, the junior. He's in for the first down and goal. It's marked at the 4-yard line. Hoover past the far side, pushing off. It's going to be an offensive pass interference. That was Collier, the other quarterback, lined up as a wide receiver, and that's going to be a should-be offensive pass interference.
Yeah, nice play by Chambersburg to split Collier out. Like I said, we discussed beforehand. He's 6'6". He's a nice target as a receiver.
Yeah, and that was a no doubt about it. You could see that all over the place. So a big break there for Shippensburg with a first and goal from the 4 and offensive pass interference. So they bring Hoover in, who played some last week against Greencastle, and lined up Collier as a wide receiver. He caught the ball, but pass interference. So the ball is marked back to the 19-yard line. It's first down and goal from there. Collier back as the quarterback. Myers, the lone setback, and now he's joined by Kunkelman. And this is Myers. Myers breaks one tackle, kicked outside, but good pressure by Shippensburg. Ian King and Adam Hauser do not allow Clay Myers to cut it outside. And it'll bring up a second and goal from the 17. That was only a 2-yard gain by Myers.
Yeah, good job by the Shippensburg defense to plug the middle, and then Hauser coming up from the safety spot to keep that to a minimal gain.
1 minute remaining here in the third. Collier has time. Throws into the end zone. The ball is knocked away nicely by Brandon Wheeler, intended for Austin Kopp. And what a play by Wheeler, as he's done very well tonight defensively. And it'll be a third down and 17 for Chambersburg.
Chambersburg thinks that maybe Wheeler got away with a little bit of pass interference on that. I think that was very excellent defensive coverage on that, Rob.
So third down and goal to goal. And a whistle timeout. And a timeout is called. I'm not sure who. Shippensburg. First time out of the half. 51 seconds remaining in the third quarter. We'll be right back.
Timmins Oil Incorporated of Orrstown has been proudly serving the local area for over 35 years with quality fuel oil, diesel fuel, and kerosene products at reasonable prices. The Timmins folks invite you to call now and arrange convenient fuel oil delivery for the upcoming heating season. Call Timmins Oil at 532-3740. That's 532-3740. Or stop in and say hello at 12901 Mountain Road in Orrstown. The Timmins family encourages all drivers to exercise extra caution on the roads now that the kids are back in school. Parents, remember to take the time to become involved in your children's school activities. And this fall and always, save a life. Please don't drink and drive. Remember, for extra convenient fuel oil delivery this winter, call Timmins Oil of Orrstown now at 532-3740. That's Timmins Oil at 532-3740. The Timmins family is proud to be part of our Cumberland and Franklin County communities. And go Greyhounds!
Third down and long. This is Collier, has plenty of time, throws towards the end zone. The ball is intercepted, or no, it's incomplete. Eddie Ocker.
No, he didn't. I believe that's 36.
It's 38.
38, okay.
So an incomplete pass will be fourth down, and Eddie Ocker almost came up with the big interception. Put those glasses back on.
Well, unfortunately, the 38 and the 36 uniforms, when they crumple up, it's really hard to tell who's what, but we're going to have a field goal attempt here.
Nazir Taylor going to try a 35-yarder, trying to get Chambersburg on the scoreboard. And a whistle, penalty flag, illegal procedure against Chambersburg. Called by the referee standing right by the kicker. And they called that on the kicker?
I'm not sure if they called on the kicker or
the holder, maybe? I mean, why the referee was standing right beside him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of the guards there, they could have flinched out of their spot there too.
Yeah, but is that the referee's call from back there?
Yes.
So now, after the 5-yard penalty, Chambersburg brings their offense back on the field, and they'll go for it. 4th down from the 23-yard line. 4th and goal. They had it at 1st and goal. And here it is on 4th down. Collier throws it over to the left side. Caught by Myers. He falls down. And that is going to be short of the first down. Myers is signaling first down, but he didn't realize it was goal to goal. So Shippensburg will take over off on the offense.
It works out for Chambersburg. They pinned Shippensburg inside their own 10-yard line. But he did. He forgot the down and distance on that. Thought he had a first down and didn't.
Nice catch by Myers, but Shippensburg will have it 1st down and 10 from their 9-yard line. And Carter Van Syok under center. Hauser, Torres in the backfield. And this is Torres. He fights for maybe a yard before brought down by Mason DeShong. They'll give him one. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Under 20 seconds here remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Shippensburg does not have to run a play here. They can go to the 3rd quarter and start fresh.
And I do believe that's what Van Syok's going to do. He's going to let the clock run out here after 3 quarters from Trojan Stadium. Shippensburg 13, Chambersburg nothing. We'll be right back with the 4th quarter.
Residential and commercial painting at its best. That simply is New Life Painting, a family-owned Shippensburg company that welcomes the opportunity to discuss your painting needs, one room, or your full house. For 15 years, New Life Painting has guaranteed neatness, efficiency, and quality at affordable prices. If you're thinking of freshening up your home for this fall and winter, give Keith and Whitey a call. New Life Painting, 423-5577 for a free estimate and color consultation. New Life Painting of Shippensburg, 423-5577. What is one of the best ways to give your staff a professional look? Dress them for success with customized outerwear, sweaters, sport and woven shirts, or tees sporting your business logo. CVR Uniforms will apply your professional logo or group logo to any of their products. CVR Uniforms offers excellent turnaround time and the highest quality work at competitive prices. 111 West King Street inside of Town Cleaners. Call CVR Uniforms today at 532-7622.
So we are getting ready for quarter number 4 here on SC Sportsnet. Greyhound football powered by Kramer Insurance. Shippensburg 2nd down and 9 from the 10-yard line. Shippensburg needs to get a couple of first downs here to get out a little better field position. Van Syok throws a quick throw intended for Stein the far side. That was overthrown, incomplete pass. Will be 3rd down and 9.
Maybe a little quick on the trigger that time for Van Syok, because Stein, deep, about a 5-yard down and in cut. He was open. If he would have delivered that on, let him a little bit, could have been a nice big gainer for Shippensburg.
Van Syok from the gun. Cody Gustafson one-on-one coverage with Jack Kunkelman to the near side. Van Syok's thrown to Gustafson. He makes a catch, and he's going to have the first down and more. 30, 35-yard line. Great grab by Cody Gustafson, and a nice run after the catch. Andre Johnson finally brings him down, but that's just what the doctor ordered there, JD. 3rd and long, and they get the first down.
Yeah, 24-yard completion. And I love the call, Rob. Instead of going deep all the time, a little down and in action. Got separation from the defensive back, made the catch, came across the field, and huge first down for Shippensburg.
That was a great play. One-on-one coverage, and Gustafson with a nice catch and run. And this is Torres. Torres fights forward with another good gain on first down, close to the 40-yard line. Let's see where they mark the ball.
Mason DeShong on the stop for Chambersburg, called his name several times tonight.
Ball marked at the 39-yard line. Good 5-yard gain by Torres, 2nd down and 5.
Well, if anything, Shippensburg's flipped the field position with that big first down, getting out here close to midfield, even if they don't pick up another first down. So that's huge, huge in this ball game.
Keep that clock running, too. And this is Hauser. Hauser over the left side. Hauser going to have the first down and more. Close to midfield, and Adam Hauser with a nice run. Finally brought down by Griffin Leedy. The ball is going to be marked at the 49-yard line. It's first down, Shippensburg.
Sweep to the left there. He just got in behind Torres. Unfortunately, Torres really couldn't find anybody to block, and maybe was holding Hauser up a little bit, but still a nice 10-yard run. As the Greyhounds get out close to midfield.
Van Syok going to the sideline saying something, I'm not sure. Van Syok, and this is Torres. Torres breaks free to the 40 and another first down. Spencer Seaman finally brings him down, but Torres breaks it right up the middle and another first down.
11-yard pickup. And again, just that quick hitter to Torres. He doesn't, no wasted motion, just straight ahead, just kept it churning, and Shippensburg's got the running game here going late here early in the 4th quarter.
Stein and Gustafson, the wide receivers. And it's Hauser and Torres behind Gustafson. This is Torres. Torres breaks free once again inside the 30-yard line. And that's going to be another first down for Shippensburg. And I don't know if that Chambersburg defense is getting tired, JD, but Shippensburg's running at will on this in this drive.
Timeout, Chambersburg.
9:34 remaining in regulation. We'll be right back.
With more than 20 years of experience, Kathy Pugh and her customer service friendly staff are no strangers to making customers happy with great food and friendly hometown service. From specialty soups, salads, made-to-order sandwiches, baked goods, and gourmet coffees, Kathy's Deli has grown to one of the most popular caterers in our area. A great place for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Voted #1 deli and #1 for lunch. Kathy's Deli, West King Street, Shippensburg. Experience the difference.
Premier Events West Orange Street in Shippensburg is the place to go for excellent upscale food and service in the Shippensburg area. Premier Events is a premier banquet and special events facility that offers catering for all occasions in their beautiful chandelier-lit banquet room. All their delicious food is freshly prepared and can be served on or off-site at your chosen location. Call them today at 532-2279 to book your party and let your next event be a premier event.
Adam Hauser with another nice run on first down for the Greyhounds, and they're going to move the chains again as he takes the ball and sweeps around the left side for a first down, brought down by Seth Browse. But what about this running game and this drive, JP?
You could be right, Rob. Chambersburg could be wearing it down a little bit on defense. Shippensburg's, and they're blocking it up better now, and they're just hitting the holes quickly, and they're just going right down the field.
So Van Syok looking things over defensive-wise, under center and Torres and Hauser. And this is Torres again. Torres right up the gut. Another good run on first down. about 5, second down and 5 for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, Chambersburg plugged that up a little bit better that time, but still a 5-yard gain. I mean, the last runs for Shippensburg, 5, 12, 12, 11, 10, and 5 to start this drive.
Ball mark just about the 11-yard line, second down and 5.
Van Syk running the play clock down, running some time off the game clock as well.
And Adam Hauser over the left side. Hauser looking for some blocks, puts his head down, close to the end zone. Touchdown! Adam Hauser from 11 yards out, and Shippensburg is up 19-0.
Excellent play calling. They got the big pass reception from Gustafson to get the first down, and then they just went to the ground game and just, basically ran it down Chambersburg's proverbial throat there to go up 3 scores, and Jackson Van Horn in to kick the extra point.
Van Horn has missed one and made one. And this one is up and right down the middle. 8:39 remaining here in the fourth. It's Shippensburg 20, Chambersburg nothing. We'll be right back.
You have auto insurance because, let's face it, stuff happens. And then you feel punished with a rate hike after filing a claim? Erie Rate Lock changes all that. With Rate Lock from Erie Insurance, your low rate stays great until you change cars, drivers, or your address. Your Erie agent in Shippensburg is Carl Kramer Insurance. Get a quote at 717-530-8600.
Rate lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. Insured must meet necessary underwriting guidelines. Premium may change if you make policy changes. Not all products are offered in all states. Patent pending.
Well, Shippensburg did what they had to do, a nice long scoring drive, and they increased it to a 20-0 lead as Eddie Ocker gets set to kick it off.
91 yards and 10 plays on that drive, Rob. Their second 90-plus scoring drive of the game tonight.
Seaman is back deep along with Sean Vessa. Short kick.
Stay in bounds. Stay in bounds. It's a free
ball.
ball.
Stay in bounds. And finally, that could have been an onside kick returned by or possession Shippensburg, but finally Chambersburg person Luke Wetzel finally fell on the ball as that ball just died.
Actually, I think he knocked it out of bounds, and I think that's what Coach Faust leaned to the officials was saying, was that maybe not illegally batting the football? But anyhow, a nice kickoff for Shippensburg, keeping them from getting a return.
So the Trojans down by 20 and 8:38 remaining in the ball game. From the gun, plenty of time. Once again, Collier to the near side and another drop. That was Jack Kunkelman right in his hands, and he drops it. Coverage out there by Cody Yo. Second down. Clock stop, 8:33 remaining.
Cody Yo was closing in a hurry on that, so I'm not sure he would have got much out of it. If he did hang on to it, it would have been only a short gain.
3 receivers to the near side, and now Meyer splits out to the far side. Empty backfield for Collier. Back to pass. Collier's going to run. Collier falls forward for a decent gain. That was Dylan Jumper on the play. And a gain of 4, and third down and 6 for the Trojans.
Again, I don't quite understand that call, Rob. I mean, you're down 3 scores, 8 minutes left to go in the ball game, and you run a quarterback draw, and he hasn't shown really, the capability to break anything and take a long run.
Well, there doesn't seem to be any sense of urgency at all on offense. They're just taking all the time they can to get a playoff, too, and they've been doing that the whole game. Blitz this time, and Collier gets away from it, tries to throw downfield. The ball is intercepted. That is Adam Hauser. Hauser, 30, 25, and he's knocked out of bounds. So Collier just threw that ball up for grabs right into the hands of Adam Hauser.
Might have roughing the passer back there. There's a flag down there right around where he might have threw the football at, so we might end up with a roughing the passer call against Shippensburg.
Well, let's see what the call is. Referee's taking his time.
Yeah, I looked away to see what personal foul, roughing the pass.
Wow. So that will negate, obviously, the big interception returned by Adam Hauser. Hauser's played a very good game tonight. So now the officials will determine where the foul will be marked off from.
Well, it goes from the line of scrimmage, where the scrimmage was. It was at the 27, so 15 yards from there should put it out to the 42.
Well, they're kind of walking around.
But they've been discombobulated a couple times tonight, too.
Yeah, there you go. That took them a while, but we'll blame it on the heat. So the penalty will be marked off over the 40-yard line to the 42, and that will result in a first down for Chambersburg.
Big play right now in the ball game so far for Chambersburg. Keeps their hopes alive. Again, empty backfield for the Trojans.
5 wide receivers. Collier looking over. And the snap. Has plenty of time. Now being forced out of the pocket and throws the ball upfield. And the ball is pushed off. That should be a penalty. That was number 5. Sean Vessa, and they're going to talk about it, but that should have been another offensive pass interference. And I don't believe they're going to call it. Wow.
And I don't even think he even came down with a reception on it either, Rob. And they both looked at each other, and they, because the Shippensburg coaching staff's going nuts here beside us.
Well, Chambersburg with a big break here. Myers in the backfield with Collier, and they'll fake the handoff, and Collier swings left, throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. Nice throw. And I can't see, I believe it is Austin Kopp. That was a nice throw by Collier and an even better catch by the junior Austin Kopp. So Chambersburg finally on the board with 7:22 remaining in the fourth. Taylor will come in for the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. We still have 7 minutes and 22 seconds to play. Chambersburg has cut the lead. It's 20-7. We'll be back after this.
Advantage ChemDry understands that your pets are an important part of your family, but what happens when they cause messes? We have a revolutionary pet urine removal treatment that's specially formulated to eliminate urine odors. We offer full evaluations, including treating your subfloor, carpet, padding, and new flooring replacement. Stop being embarrassed by your pet's accidents and call me, Ashley, at 717-532-8676 or visit us online at AdvantageChemDry.com. Get $20 off your pet urine removal treatment.
Oh, an interesting turn of events here, JD. Collier threw the interception. Shippensburg was called for roughing the passer. And then a no call down here for Chambersburg and allowed them to score their first touchdown.
Yeah, no call. We obviously seen him push off. Not sure where the official was at. But also to top it off, he never even the receiver came down and when he hit the ground, lost the football, so he never completed the catch. So not only did they not get the offensive pass interference call, they gave him the catch on top of it. Shippensburg's got their hands team out there anticipating an onside kick. A lot of receiver numbers on the Chambersburg side of the football as well.
And there it comes, and the ball is caught by Greyhound, and the ball comes out.
No, he
Nope, he's down. Okay. So they did indeed try the onside kick, and that was Ian King. Did a nice job. So Shippensburg has good field position inside Chambersburg territory.
Shippensburg needs to pick up 2-3 first downs, get this clock running, do what they did the last time. Just run it right down
Their throats. That's what they did the last possession.
See if Chambers, it looks like the Chambers makes making a little few adjustments on the defensive front. Yep.
Yeah, and that time Torres had no chance to get out of the backfield. That was Braxton again for the Trojans. Loss of about 3, second down, 13 for Shippensburg. Shippensburg looking to go 2-0 in this 2016 campaign. 6 minutes and 44 seconds left. And Van Syok has 3 seconds remaining here for the play clock, and this is Hauser. Hauser tries to get outside. He wasn't going to go anywhere. That was great coverage by the defense for Chambersburg. Hoover along with Griffin Leedy. So Hauser, again, should have maybe stayed outside, but I don't think it would have mattered. It was good defense that time by the Trojans.
Yeah, maybe need to put his foot in the ground a little sooner and just get upfield and get as many yards as he possibly could instead of that time maybe trying to outrun them and dance around a little bit. Well, Rob, do you put the ball in the air? Under 6 minutes left to go in the ball game. Some of your better weapons are your receivers, so.
Well, I think Coach Faust wants to talk about it as he calls a timeout with 5:50 remaining.
Mickey Nye and the crew at H&H Chevrolet Cadillac of Shippensburg are proud to support Greyhound sports. Count on H&H for world-class cars and trucks, certified professional service with evening and weekend hours, an on-site collision center for expert body repairs and painting, all combined with H&H's reputation for honesty and fair deals that will keep you coming back. Go to hhchev.com for full details. Take exit 29 off I-81 to Shippensburg's hometown dealer, H&H Chevrolet Cadillac at 730 East King Street. And thank you.
Greyhound football on SC Sportsnet, powered by Kramer Insurance Agency. After the timeout, it's third down and about 13 for the Greyhounds. See what they do here on this third and long.
Yeah, actually, I think Shippensburg might have ended up with too many men in the huddle, so that might have been a good timeout to save the 5-yard penalty there.
Does he have one timeout left?
Yes, sir.
Van Syok back to pass. Gets it to Hauser. Hauser gets back to the original line of scrimmage and falls forward into Trojan territory, but it'll be way short of the first down. Brought down by Jarrett Sechrist. So fourth down, and Shippensburg will punt it away. Time again for Eddie Auker to come up with another nice punt. Backing up again is Caleb Thompson for the Trojans. He's back around his 20-yard line.
That did two things. It got you across midfield, got the clock running, and keeps it running for the time being.
Nice snap. Auker has plenty of time. It's a short kick. Bounces it to 25 and then takes a Trojan bounce, and not a good punt at all by Eddie Auker. Ball will be down at about the 26-yard line, and that's where the Trojans will take over. So Auker's punted the ball pretty well tonight, but that wasn't his best effort.
No, but it wasn't returnable either, you know. You make him go 70-some yards to get another score. That's pretty good. Would like to pin him a little bit deeper, but that's not bad.
These kids are going to sleep good tonight playing this kind of ball in this heat. Both teams hustling the whole time. When the clock starts, it'll be under 5 minutes remaining in regulation, and Collier from the gun. He's throwing downfield, and the ball is overthrown, intended for Seth Browse, and Colby Holtry almost cut Browse in two there.
Yeah, if Holtry would have had his head up, I mean, he was looking at the receiver to make the tackle. He might have been able to come up with an interception for himself on that.
Yeah, it wasn't the best throw that Collier's thrown all night. I'll tell you, his best throw was a touchdown throw in his last possession. 2nd down and 10 from the 26. Collier. And swings it out to Browse, and Browse goes nowhere. That is a great tackle by Colby Holtry.
Beat his block, got there, and I mean, I don't think they got nothing out of that.
3rd down and 10.
And the clock continues to run with that catch because he wasn't even able to get out of bounds.
And again, Collier just taking his good old time.
Yeah, empty backfield again. They like to go quarterback draw out of this.
He's back to pass. Being pressured, steps up. Now tries to run out of the pocket. He's looking downfield. He's going to run, and he's going to be out of bounds. Let's see where they mark the ball. It's going to be close to the 1st down. Knocked out that time by Dylan Jumper on the far sideline. It'll be 4th down and about a yard. So I'd assume you have to go for it here.
Yeah, 4:05 left. You have to, Rob.
Nice tackle over there by Dylan Jumper.
But even on that run, he sort of looked like he was just like loping out there. Really no burst of speed, like he was going to try to outrun anybody.
And a whistle.
And
timeout Chambersburg.
I think. Yep.
4:05 remaining in the 4th. It's 20-7 Ship. We'll be right back.
Residential and commercial painting at its best. That simply is New Life Painting, a family-owned Shippensburg company that welcomes the opportunity to discuss your painting needs, one room, or your full house. For 15 years, New Life Painting has guaranteed neatness, efficiency, and quality at affordable prices. If you're thinking of freshening up your home for this fall and winter, give Keith and Whitey a call. New Life Painting, 423-5577 for a free estimate and color consultation. New Life Painting of Shippensburg, 423-5577.
So Chambersburg, do they have one? Chambersburg and Chambersburg both with one timeout remaining. With 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in regulation. 4th down and 1 for the Trojans. And here is a handoff, and it's going to be enough for the 1st down. I don't know if that was Myers or not, but it is a 1st down. Colby Tracy with the stop.
Actually, that was 22.
22?
Yep.
Cameron Green. 1st down, Chambersburg at the 37-yard line.
Again, they're taking a long time.
Sure are.
3:46 and counting. And they checks the sideline again. Collier
Takes the handoff, looks, nobody open, good defensive play, and it's intercepted by Cody Gustafson. Gustafson down the near sideline, 30, 25. He runs out of bounds before he's tackled. Collier didn't have anybody open, threw it downfield right into the arms of Cody Gustafson, and that probably seals it.
Well, I seen one of the Shippensburg fans with his hands up on his head, above his head. Maybe we got a block or something after the interception.
So the officials are
I don't
talking. Do you see a flag?
I don't see one.
We'll wait and see if there is a
yep,
call.
there it is now, right
Yep.
about the 35-yard line.
Against Shippensburg, a holding call, but that doesn't really matter because Shippensburg gets the ball back on the turnover with 3:27 remaining, and Chambersburg can only stop at one time.
Yeah, post-possession foul, so that doesn't really hurt. Unlike the last time when well, maybe we shouldn't speak too soon. Should maybe double. Oh. They marked off 15 yards. Must have been a clip.
I'm confused.
Must have been clipping on Shippensburg. That would have been the only thing that's a 15-yarder.
So Shippensburg gets the ball back, but back in their own territory at the 48-yard line. Again, Chambersburg with one timeout remaining. Van Syok, and this is Torres. Torres tries to bounce outside. He breaks one tackle. Stave in bounds. Good gain into Chambersburg territory. Brought down by Bailey Leedy. Ball will be marked at the 45-yard line of Chambersburg, and it'll be second down and 3.
Good run by Torres. Now all Shippensburg's got to do is keep it between the tackles, and if they do run sweeps, go down in bounds to keep the clock running.
And of course, Van Syok is be looking up at that play clock, making sure he takes as much time as he can.
Not too many places have play clocks, but we have noticed that.
He's not going to make it. No, nope. I don't know. That was not a good play there by Carter Van Syok. He waited too long. And he was just, you had to see, that's a good point. We don't really get a chance to look at the play clocks too much here because of where they're located, but it's right in front of Van Syok.
Well, most high schools don't have a play clock. I mean, there's no play clock at Shippensburg. You know, when the back official there puts his hand up in the air, there's
right.
5 seconds left. You know, there's only a few schools that do have it. So
well,
this is an advantage tonight.
Exactly. So Van Syok hands the ball to Torres. Torres is hit immediately by Damian Roberts.
First time we called his number tonight.
Yeah, and that little or no gain. It'll be 3rd and 8. Berg needs about one more timeout to maybe clinch this thing. 2:15 remaining here in regulation.
Didn't get a chance to mention it, Rob, but there was a decent crowd here tonight. A few empty seats on both sides, but then again, with it being hot and humid, I'd give a little extra room to the person I'm sitting next to as well.
Yeah, I tell you, it's a natural rivalry as far as geography is concerned, and back in the day, it was a great rivalry. Torres again, nice run on 3rd down, inside the 45 to about the 44-yard line, and a whistle. And Chambersburg is going to take their last timeout with 1:43 remaining. We'll be right back.
Hey, insurance companies that want to spend a gazillion dollars on funny TV ads can go right ahead, as long as it's not my money paying for it. For seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance, I go to Erie Insurance, where a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products. But don't just take it from me. Talk to your local Erie agent.
Your Erie agent in Shippensburg is Carl Kramer Insurance. Get a quote at 717-530-8600.
So Chambersburg out of timeouts, and Eddie Ocker will punt it away with 1:43 remaining. Shippensburg, it's been a crazy game, JD. A lot of weird penalties and some good offensive plays. Nice touchdown by Chambersburg here in the 4th quarter. Overall, a pretty good effort by both teams, and Shippensburg playing really well. High short kick by Ocker, and the ball is taken by Colby Harris, and Harris gets it up over the 25 to the 28-yard line before Tyler McSherry brings him down.
And actually, it's starting to rain, Rob.
Oh, yeah? It is starting to rain. Wow. That was
as muggy as what it is, I don't know if it's raining or if it's sweating itself. I mean, we've sweated a good bit here.
Oh,
tonight.
yeah, this press box is brutal. I mean, there's hardly any air at all. And we always talk the first week of the season how hot it is, and it was a beautiful game, beautiful day last Friday, and obviously a beautiful game also.
Minute 30 left in the contest.
And Collier with Myers standing beside him. And once again looking over to the sideline. And Collier takes a snap, throws it to near side. This is Vesa, and Vesa fights forward over the 35-yard line. He's dropped short of the first down. Cameron Tinner on the stop along with Colby Holtry, and Holtry's had a great game defensively. Second down and about 2. Again, Collier seems like he doesn't know how much time's left in the game. Under a minute, Casey wants to know.
Yeah, he's only a sophomore. He's shown some signs.
Yep. And a blitz, and Collier is not going to get out of the grasp of Kyle Yost. The first time tonight, Collier has been brought down, and it'll be a 3rd down and 11. Clock stops momentarily.
They're looking to see if it's a first down.
Third down and short. Collier with clock running again in 35 seconds.
Yeah, Yost got to him, but he still was able to manage to get a yard out of that. That's pretty good.
Collier has plenty of time and throws it. Incomplete pass. Intended for Jace Hopple. So it's 4th and 1 now with 25 seconds remaining. Clock stopped, and rain continues to come down. Not a heavy rain, but is forcing some of the crowd to depart early.
In a hurry, too. I mean, the stands are cleared out in a hurry, Rob. That is...
Doesn't seem like it, but I guess from up here we can't really tell. Collier being pressured, and he gets the ball off, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by Austin Kozer, the junior. Kozer still on his feet. 25-20, finally brought out of bounds. Tackled there by Tucker Karn, and not a good throw at all by Collier. And Kozer returns it deep inside Chambersburg territory, and that, my friend, will do it.
One kneel down, and the ball game will be over.
Wow, not a good pass at all by Collier. Being pressured a little bit out of the pocket, right into the hands of Kozer.
Yeah, I figure if we sat out this long in the game tonight and it started raining, I might enjoy that coolness a little bit. But then it started raining. The stands, boy, they vacated in a hurry.
There's the kneel down, and that is it. Shippensburg goes to 2-0 on the season as they defeat Chambersburg with a final score of 20-7. And we'll be back after this.
You have auto insurance because, let's face it, stuff happens. And then you feel punished with a rate hike after filing a claim? Erie Rate Lock changes all that. With Rate Lock from Erie Insurance, your low rate stays great until you change cars, drivers, or your address. Your Erie agent in Shippensburg is Carl Kramer Insurance. Get a quote at 717-530-8600.
Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. Insured must meet necessary underwriting guidelines. Premium may change if you make policy changes. Not all products are offered in all states. Patent pending.
So the traditional handshake at the 50-yard line by both teams as the Greyhounds win 20-7, scoring 13 points in the third quarter, and then another 7 here in the fourth, and Chambersburg finally getting on board on the scoreboard with a fourth quarter touchdown. So Shippensburg 2-0, Chambersburg 1-1, and overall a little sloppy, but a great game by the Greyhounds.
Yeah, not as sloppy for Shippensburg. They pretty much kept their mistakes to a minimum. Chambersburg, it just seemed like every time they got something going, they did something, to set them back. And like we talked there most of the night, it just never seemed like they really ever had any urgency on offense, But then again, Collier's a sophomore. He looks good. He's got to mature into that role, but, the constant looking to the sideline, check with me, coach.
Right.
Coach, check with me. I'm going to call the play that we're going to, call the play, let the kids execute it. They'll look at the defense and say, well, let's try to do this. I think if Chambersburg would pick up the tempo a little bit,
right,
and just go with the play that's called, I think they can give some teams some trouble. But, they milked that play clock down to almost nothing every time, and it just seemed like they just never had really ever the sense of urgency to get things going.
I wish we had somebody that could just put a stopwatch on that just to see how much time they wasted every offensive play. I mean, it adds up.
Yeah, well, they came up, they lined up right away. As soon as the ball was spotted, they were in position, ready to go. The play gets called from the sideline. He calls out a signal. Then, they stand up and look to see if they're going to do this play or if they're going to run out of it, And it's only a 25-second play clock. So if you waste 20 seconds looking to the sideline, it doesn't give you a whole lot of opportunity.
Got a couple shout-outs for some of the players. Defensive-wise, they all played well. Offense, it was nice to see Adam Hauser score a touchdown, and he ran the ball well at times. He played good defensively, so it was nice to see Adam get a touchdown. And, of course, Torres, a good game offensively for Coach Faust.
Yeah, just the one breakdown on defense there, that touchdowns they got. But then again, like I said, there was a pass interference call there that wasn't called. Plus, he didn't complete the catch, and they were, and then the busted coverage there for the touchdown because, he was open. Shippensburg did a good job trying to get back to bust it up, but one of the few plays that Chambersburg held on to the football, and he held on to it for a touchdown.
Okay, we'll be back after this brief timeout, and we'll go over the final statistics.
Advantage Chem Dry has been locally owned and operated for over 20 years. We are your one-stop shop for all your flooring needs. Check out our virtual showroom at AdvantageFlooringPA.com. We carry the latest selection of hardwood, ceramic, carpet, vinyl, laminate, and LVT flooring. If you want all your carpet and flooring solutions in one convenient location, look no further. Our quality is guaranteed. Call me, Ashley, at Advantage Flooring, 532-9977 to set up a free in-home estimate.
SE Sportsnet coverage of Greyhound football, powered by Kramer Insurance. Now game stats is sponsored by Chamberlain's Pest Control of Shippensburg. JD?
Well, Shippensburg, they got the running game going in the second half, especially the fourth quarter when they needed it. 18 for 119 in the second half, 35 for 130 in the football game. Torres, 16 for 82. Hauser, 9 for 51. Passing, Carter, nice night, 13 for 17, no interceptions, and 178 yards passing. For Chambersburg, looks like 17 for 85 yards rushing. Collier, 16 for 31, 189 yards, and I do believe 3 interceptions in the ball game. Defensive side of the football, Kobe Holtree, 7 tackles, 5 solo. Cameron Tinner, again, 8 tackles, 5 solo to lead the Greyhounds. And Brandon Willer, he had those 2 big pass breakups in the first half. He continues to build his stats on that side of it.
Well, I want to thank JD for sitting beside me tonight while cousin Scott took the weekend off, and also to his brother Tim for helping us out stat-wise. And next week, SC Sportsnet coverage of Greyhound football back at home against Bermudian Springs will be on the air at 6:45. Game time at 7 o'clock. Coverage of Shippensburg High School football is an exclusive and copyrighted feature of SC Sportsnet and the Shippensburg High School Athletic Department. Any use of the descriptions and accounts without the consent of SC Sportsnet and the Shippensburg Area School District is strictly prohibited. Once again, final score from Chambersburg. Greyhounds 20, Trojans 7. You've been listening to coverage of Shippensburg Greyhound football on SE Sportsnet.